Testing 1, 2. Okay, cool. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the program.
Hi, welcome back to Horsin Around, a Friendship is Magic retrospective podcast. I'm Cypress, your host. This is my co-host.
Hello. I'm V as always. Tonight's best pony. It's not really night. Today's best pony is Smarty Pants. Is that what her name was?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, I forgot their names.
Yeah, Smarty Pants is the doll.
No, wait, I meant to say Smart Cookie. Smart Cookie was Applejack's character in the play.
Oh yeah, Smart Cookie.
Smarty Pants is the doll. Yeah. No, that's not what I meant. Mm-hmm. Smart Cookie is Applejack's character in the Hearth Eve play.
Oh, we
that's
got
a pony this week.
We got a mixed bag this week.
We got a real up and downer on this one. We got like a bad episode, and then like a really good episode, and then like an okay episode.
That is my exact feelings. The first episode we're going to cover, I would say, is probably contender for the worst season 2 episode.
Many agree with you.
Yeah.
Many people agree with you that this is the worst season 2 episode. Maybe one of the worst episodes to date. Just flat out, right?
Yeah.
Like, up until this point, probably like bottom barrel shit.
Yep.
At least like some of the worst sin that this episode commits is that it's blisteringly fucking boring.
We're 2 for 2 for bad Spike episodes.
It's a real trend for our boy Spike. I barely wrote like 5 notes for this episode.
I got a couple notes, but
I
yeah.
was so bored during this episode. That's when I came up with all the new segments that we're gonna do.
Spoilers,
while
everybody.
I was watching this episode and not taking fucking notes.
V has new segments for us.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that later, but there's going to be an additional segment added to the review of every episode. So it's like 4 each episode. And then there'll be a new segment added to our fandom segment. So we're growing the show out a little bit, hopefully, which will result in a better sort of program entirely.
All right.
I guess let's just jump into this shit then, huh?
Season 2, Episode 10, The Secret of My Excess.
Written by M.A. Larson.
Oh,
Larson, I know you can fucking do better than this, dude.
Mr. Larson.
I know you could fucking do better than this. You have done better than this. And he will do better than this later. So I don't know what the fuck this episode was. It sucks.
It's bad.
It's bad. I don't want to I feel like in season 1 we tried to sugarcoat it on certain episodes. We were like, well, no, this episode sucks.
They have hit their stride.
To the show. They have hit their stride and then fell straight on their fucking face.
Well,
in this episode, dude, like last episode was Sweet and Elite, which was like the best episode of the season, and then right after that, they tripped and fell straight on their fucking face. This episode,
yeah, a little bit.
And just a back to front excellent episode. Like the last 3 batch, which isn't really a fair way to describe these because it's just how we happen to do it. But the last 3 batch, May the Best Pet Win, phenomenal episode. Mysterious Marydwell, funny episode. If not good, then funny. Sweet and Elite, an extraordinarily fantastic episode. Fucking Secret of My Excess punches you straight in the fucking throat. For no fucking reason. And then it's back to good episodes again. It's just like a fucking keeping the rent down, just like just punching you straight in the fucking throat, and it's like
it keeps the rent down Hasbro Studio lot.
Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. Anyway,
let's
get on with it.
It's Spike's birthday.
It's Spike's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, little guy. I'm sorry your episode's gonna suck.
Yeah, maybe next year's birthday will be better. How old do you think Spike is, like in years?
Again, I at the beginning of the series, I think he's like maybe 10 or 11.
Yeah, I was gonna say like no more than 10 or 11. Like considering how young Twilight was when when he was born versus how old we think she is, which is like in her early 20s.
Yep. It starts with his birthday. He has a special gem he is saving just for himself. Where did he get this? I don't know.
The implication was that he grew it,
Yeah.
The
Dragons
gemstones.
can grow gems.
Well, gemstones seem to be a renewable resource in some manner of speaking.
Gemstones are ridiculously abundant, as we see in Equestria.
As we see in the next episode. But, like, you know, the normal geological, like, the amount of time in real life that it takes for a gemstone to form is, like, thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
Yes.
Right? Like, hundreds of thousands, like, thousands and thousands of years. Like, because of how, like, geological conditions work. But in Equestria, that probably isn't the case, because it seems like these things just kind of pop up everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Like, if gemstones were not some form of a relatively renewable resource, you'd think that dragons would have eaten them out all like already, right? Like, there would be none left because the dragons would have eaten them.
Yes,
if
because
they are a
dragons
source
eat
of
gems.
food, they would in that vein have to be something that is inherently renewable or regrowable or some shit. So, like, the earth just kind of produces gemstones at a frequent enough rate that we don't have to worry about them, like food scarcity, I guess.
I suppose. It's
anyway,
like
Spike.
Yeah.
He said that he'd been how did he say it? He's been fucking slow boiling it or some shit. I can't remember what he exactly said.
He's been like cultivating this baby.
Yeah, he's been cultivating it. It's like, what does that fucking mean? What does that mean? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Putting on my lore cap. Maybe since earth ponies can, like, communicate with the land, so can dragons. Taking off my lore.
Dragons can do that too.
Taking off my lore cap.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, taking it off now. Let's talk about dragon lore in this episode. I'd rather not. It all gets kind of retconned out later, doesn't it?
They don't even touch on it in dragon stuff later.
So, like, jumping really ahead a bit here, because there's nothing to talk about. The implication that this episode gives, or not even really an implication, sort of the explicit reading that this episode gives, i.e. via Sakura, is that as a dragon, dragons age in conjunction with when they develop greed.
When they start
in their hearts?
When they start hoarding stuff, as dragons are wont to do. When they start
hoarding stuff, and then they exponentially age based on that, and then they can age regrets. This doesn't even line up with the dragons we've already seen in the fucking show.
Nope.
We've seen 2 adult dragons in the show, and they were both, like, capable of speaking. Spike just fucked up, right?
Spike is just a fucked up weird guy because he was born through horse magic.
Well, yeah, he's been socialized as a pony, so he doesn't have any dragons nearby to teach him in a way that really probably only dragons can to, like, control himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no, like, social, like, probably in dragon culture, since we know that dragons have a culture because they are a sentient race that we'll see later in, like, season 5 or something. Probably in dragon culture is that if you tried the shit that Spike tried, you would get your ass beat.
They would beat your fucking ass.
They would beat your ass, right? Because dragons are all, like, territorial and shit like that. Dragon culture would have taught Spike that there's a limit to what he can do, like what he can get away with, and thus he would not have gone out of control. But because there's no stopping him in pony society, because they just, first of all, don't even know what the hell's happening to him, and they're not going to beat the shit out of him. That's what happened. Why what happened happened, because there's nobody big enough to beat the shit out of him. If Spike had tried that shit, one of the bigger dragons would have just beat his ass.
Yeah.
And then he would have stopped. And then that's how dragons learn. That's how dragon puberty, they learn to sort of temper that or whatever. But because Spike, I'm writing a better episode than fucking Emmy Larson is here. That's how Spike didn't learn that, and then he had to do some other stuff, and now he's a baby again, and he'll stay like that until he isn't anymore, which is in the epilogue.
So it's Spike's birthday. Everyone gives him a gift, but Rarity takes his gem.
Okay, yeah, so the day before his birthday, right?
Yeah.
Rarity sort of, I'm going to be nice to Rarity here and say inadvertently guilts Spike into giving her his precious whatever ruby he called it, because he was going to eat it, and he gives it to her because he loves her.
Rarity guilt trips him into giving it to her.
I want to say that she did it inadvertently. She did give him the eyes though, so
she did her Rarity eyes at him.
She did scrunch her nose and give him the eyes, so who knows? And then she does that, and then she's at least graceful about it. Like after the fact, you know, she does credit to Spike several times. He gave her this beautiful gem.
This is
it was so nice, so beautiful.
This is Spike's worst episode and Rarity's possibly worst character moment.
Maybe it may be true, perhaps so. And yeah, so it's the next day. Everybody's giving him gifts, and he seems. This is Twilight's fault. This is Celestia's fault. No. I'm going all the way up to the top.
Let's give it. Yeah, let's blame God.
This is Celestia's. I don't know where the fuck she got this dragon. I don't know how the fuck she got a dragon egg.
And she dropped it on Twilight when she was in her teens.
Her dumbass should have probably known something about dragon biology before she just dumped this motherfucker on a kid and was like, good luck raising this. I don't know what's going to happen.
So
nobody was prepared for this inevitability with Spike becoming a certain age and starting to, go through essentially puberty.
Spike,
nobody was ready for this. This is Celestia's fault.
This is Celestia's fault. Spike has never gotten an abundance of gifts. He's only gotten a book from Twilight for every year's for his birthday.
It's so terrible. Twilight fluctuates wildly depending on who's writing the episode of being like a good mother, sister to Spike and just being terrible. This is one of those times where she just sucks at it. Well, at least in this part of the episode it does. She tries her best later.
Yeah.
This one was like, yeah, Twilight sucks. Like, sorry, dude.
We can still blame Celestia.
You didn't get nothing from Donut Joe or Celestia or nothing, man. It sucks. That sucks, dude. So yeah, this is Spike's first time getting an abundance of gifts, and he has a really great time, and he's very, very, very thankful. He's very, very grateful for his friends, to the point of embarrassing himself by like thanking them so many times.
He's never gotten so many gifts in his life.
He's beside himself with joy, and he leaves the house to go out to visit the cakes because they have a little birthday cupcake for him. And then he bumps into Cheerly, and then Cheerly gives him a hat because it's his birthday.
Why did she have that stupid hat?
I don't know. She didn't seem really that plussed to part with it. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Cheerly had a really stupid hat with her, and I don't know why she did.
And then this sort of breaks something in Spike's brain.
He's like,
instantly,
I can get people to give me stuff.
People will give me stuff because it's my. I feel like this is actually good writing because I feel like many kids go through a phase like this where they just experience just unbridled greed for the first time in their life. And which again is something that has to be controlled, by ideally their parents. So I think this episode does, like, the premise of this episode comes from a really real phenomenon.
His greed sickens me.
His greed sickens me, yeah. And so Spike goes around town and just kind of weaponizes the fact that it's his birthday,
and he's a little guy,
just to give him stuff, not even stuff that he wants, just stuff. He's like harassing someone for like flowers. He doesn't want that shit. It's not even like, but it's like his brain is fucking being cooked right now.
Yeah,
like, and Twilight catches him doing it. Fucking just lays into him about it, which is fine. And he's like, yeah, you're right. It's funny because he's like, I don't know what came over me, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah,
my bad. Like, I'm good now. Thank you. I'm good now. And as soon as she turns her back, he's like, like, when did he learn to lie like that?
Why did okay, I get it, he's a lizard, but he has the vertical eye slits.
Oh yeah, because he's maturing or whatever.
Yeah, he has a second inner eyelid now.
Yeah,
He
that's
does the
weird.
lizard thing where it like closes split ways.
Where the hell did he learn to lie like that? Who taught him that?
Again, his inherent
Rainbow Dash.
greed, it broke something in his brain.
Yeah, he just became evil.
We go to the day after his birthday.
Right.
Uh, he wakes up in a pile of stuff, and he's bigger.
Oh yeah, he's bigger now. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
And fuck, good on Kathy Weisleck for like dropping a whole bar for Spike's voice.
Yeah, she did a great job. You know, that's the one thing to say about this episode is Kathy Weisleck did a great job, as always, with the character. Yeah, Spike is bigger now, and he just keeps taking he just keeps grabbing stuff.
You don't want this, right?
You don't want this. You don't need this, right?
It's mine.
He's just like taking random shit from Twilight's house and just like putting it in a pile, like
He
while she's
lives
trying
here.
to talk. It's his house too, and he's like, he's just like pulling shit off shelves and just like, hey, you don't need this, right? It's so funny.
Twilight's
this is the good part of the episode, by the way.
Yeah, Twilight's a little stupid here. She takes him. Well, the first part's smart. She takes him to an actual child doctor.
Yeah, you know, she probably should have taken him to Celestia.
Yeah.
She takes him to a fucking pediatrician, and he's like, I don't know what you fucking want me to do about this.
I'm
dude.
a pediatrician for horses.
I'm a pediatrician for ponies, dude. I don't know what a dragon is. Nobody's ever even seen a dragon before. And she's like, oh, duh. She takes him to a vet.
Takes him to a fucking veterinarian.
Like he's a fucking animal. And she's like, I don't know, dude.
All right. And Twilight's like, all right, time to talk to the smartest person in Ponyville.
And then she takes him to Zecora, the only person who's not stupid in Ponyville, yeah. And Zecora explains what we've already talked about, that Spike is going through puberty, and it's increasing it's just warping his mind, I guess. And basically she was like, yeah, if he doesn't learn to control this, he's just going to become a fucking freakazoid. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Get out of my house.
Spike steals everything in Zecora's house,
Like
by the
steals
way.
everything in her house, and then she kicks Twilight out.
And it's just Twilight following Spike's trail of theft as he steals fucking Fluttershy's chicken coop. And every single apple in Applejack's orchard, Ponyville is going to starve this harvest.
We get the Twilight get my rope scene, which I feel like we've done already.
Twilight, get my rope.
Didn't she say that already this season?
Probably.
It's like a running joke with Applejack.
Twilight, get my rope.
Get my rope.
You know Rainbow Dash was excited to see Applejack tied up.
Yeah, she did come by and laugh at him. It's like her only fucking part of this episode.
Yeah.
She just called him stupid. And then she's like, I think at this point we get the reveal that Spike has become King Kong. I mean Godzilla.
And he is a full-grown dragon now, and they do like a fucking generic monster roar.
Mm-hmm.
The
Wonderbolts show up.
The Wonder... What? I wrote down. What do the Wonderbolts even do?
That's what I'm fucking wondering. I feel like we keep getting back to this. What the fuck do they do?
Are they like... They're a sports team? They're the military? They're an emergency, like, monster assault team?
Do you know who could have handled this situation?
Who?
The mysterious Mare-de-Well.
The mysterious Mare-de-Well could have saved Ponyville.
Dude, if I was Rainbow Dash, I would have slandered the fucking shit out of Mare-de-Well. After this shit was over, I would have gone to the fucking newspaper and talked about how Mare-de-Well's a fraud because she didn't show up. When a giant dragon was threatening the town, I would have fucking run her fucking name through the mud for no fucking reason, just to get back at him.
I would like to point out Ponyville now has a giant monster alarm because it's been attacked by kaiju twice already.
Yep. Oh yeah, they did have a giant monster alarm. Yeah. This is a infrequent but unwelcome every couple of months this fucking happens to Ponyville.
Where's Ultraman?
Where is the mysterious Ne'er-do-well?
Where's the mysterious Ne'er-do-well?
Fucking potential, man.
For all the people in Ponyville who didn't know about the mysterious Ne'er-do-well, they're like, one day our hero just stopped showing up.
Well, stuff stopped happening, and then it started happening again, and it's like, oh god, it's Twilight Sparkle. Like, where's the mysterious Ne'er-do-well?
Where's Potential Mare?
Where's Potential Mare? Fucking Jesus. Maybe, I know Rainbow Dash slandered her ass to hell after that. I know she did.
You know she did.
She was in Town Square talking about how fucking Potential Mare didn't show up when a real threat arrived. Meanwhile, Rainbow Dash didn't do anything either. And also the fucking Wonderbolts got cooked.
The Wonderbolts tried to stop Spike, then he just trapped them in like a water silo inside a mountain.
Yeah, they got cooked, dude. The fucking Potential Bolts got washed.
Oh. And the only what okay, Spike King Kong rarity, because of course it's a reference.
King Kong's rarity, right? Yeah.
He climbs a mountain because there's no skyscrapers in Ponyville.
There's no skyscrapers in Ponyville. They should have made him do it on Town Hall. That would have been funny.
That would have been funny. But what reverts Spike back to normal is that Rarity gives him his gym back.
The power of love. I guess.
I guess.
It doesn't really make sense that her giving him a thing stops him from being lost to the greed.
It doesn't make sense at all.
It's just that he remembers that he. I think it's the idea is that he remembered that he gave Rarity a gift selflessly,
yes.
And then that reminds that like kind of like triggers his weird lizard brain, and then he turns back to normal, and
it's such a badly written episode.
It turns back to normal, and Rarity gives him another little kiss on the cheek chastely. And Spike writes a letter to Celestia, and I don't even remember what he learned in this episode. Probably not to be greedy.
Hey, what about the hundreds and thousands of property damage that happened?
Yeah, we can write that off. That's not really a problem. That's not really the issue at hand. Spike learned a lesson.
Spike learned a lesson.
Ponyville has like letter to Princess Celestia insurance, or as long as you like that letter, Celestia also included an invoice for like $400,000 of property damage, which is fine, you know, because Canterlot can afford it because our taxes are really high.
I have a great friend. I love him. So he has never seen My Little Pony before, and we watched it a little bit ago. Boy. He knows about the high fantasy end of season episodes, and he thought they were gonna bring this back for Spike. They're like, okay, if there's ever a threat, they can just put Spike in like a treasure vault and have him go at it.
Dude, like the Hulk?
Like the Hulk!
Dude! It's like in Age of Ultron where they just fucking blew his shit off so he turned into the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you wish. That'd be fucking awesome, dude, if T-Zoc rolled up and Spike just beat the shit out of him.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, bud. That's never happening ever again.
Dude, Sombra wouldn't have... Dude, fucking... we wouldn't even gotten to Sombra. Fucking Chrysalis would have gotten her ass beat, dude. Fuck that.
They put him in the Royal Canterlot treasure vault and just have him go at it.
Just blow the... Well, he would also blow Canterlot up, too, so, like...
Yeah.
You know, it's a fucking Pyrrhic victory, but, like, whatever.
Sun's getting real low, little guy.
Yeah, no. This never, ever comes up again. Probably because the episode was poorly received.
Oh.
Here, okay, closing your thoughts on Secret of My Excess.
My thoughts, it sucks. I feel so bad for people who actually like Spike. He never gets any good episodes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this episode sucks. It's like there's like the middle 5 minutes that's kind of funny. Not even 5 minutes. Like it's like a middle like 240 seconds of entertaining television. And then the rest of this episode is either boring or stupid.
There's no good gags.
There's very The only good gag is the visual gag of like teenage size Spike just like grabbing stuff while Twilight's trying to talk to him.
He looks like a little freak.
Yeah, like there's that first scene when Twilight wakes him up and she's like, "What the hell happened to you? Where's all this shit?" And he's like, I don't remember. Are you using this?"
I entered a fugue state.
I entered a fugue state. She's like freaked out and she's like, "Spike, what the hell happened to you? Like, where's all this stuff come from? What the fuck is going on?" And he's like, last night I can't remember." And then he just like can't focus on what Twilight's talking to him because he keeps looking at stuff and he's like, "Hey, can I have this? Do you want the Can I have this?" That's like the only funny part of the episode. It's like really good, but other than that, here's a new segment of the show where after we finish our review of the episode, I found out on Wikipedia, not the Pony Wiki, which has very little useful information, but actual Wikipedia has an entry for every single episode of the show, like its own solo entry. Ooh. And in each of those entries has a part called Reception, which details a few sources of critical reception to the show, which I think is a better metric for us to sort of gauge where the feeling was at. Maybe, other than like fucking Equestria Daily's stupid recap.
The discussion boards on
which
Equestria Daily
suck.
They suck.
Which absolutely suck ass. So here are a few of those sources. Let me introduce some of them here. This is the first time we're doing this. One is Sherilyn Connolly, who wrote a book called Ponyville Confidential, which, by the way, is also the name of an episode later down the line, which is interesting, which is probably why she named that. A book that I have purchased and will receive next week.
Yay.
Which is my understanding, Ponyville Confidential is a retrospective on My Little Pony in general from like the 1980s until I think 2000. Yeah, the full title of the book is Ponyville Confidential: The History and Culture of My Little Pony, from 1981 to 2016, which covers most but not all of.
That's almost the whole franchise.
2016, was that when the show ended?
The show ended in 2018.
Okay, so most but not all of Friendship's Magic.
Yes.
She also was a writer for a publication called SF Weekly, which is a San Francisco-based alternative weekly newspaper, which I believe still exists, but all of her reviews have been lost to time, so you can only find them on like Wayback Machine, which I have scanned a couple of them on Wayback Machine. And Sherilyn Connolly, in her review for SF Weekly, gave this episode a C+, which is probably about where I would put it at 2. She noted the parallels to the previous episode, which is Sweet and Elite, that both episodes feature characters who, quote, struggle with who they are. I don't really think that's true, Sherilyn, but I can give you the grace of that. Our other source is an author named Jen Blue, who wrote a series of books called My Little Pomo, unauthorized critical essays on My Little Pony Friendship's Magic. She wrote one for the first 3 seasons of the show. You can find these as ebooks. I purchased the ebook for her season 2 reviews, since we're already past season 1. Jen Blue's critical analysis of My Little Pony is very dense. I read her review for these 3 episodes that we talk about, and she spends a lot of time talking about, for example, she spends a lot of time in this episode discussing the concept of biology as destiny, which is a very heavy topic to talk about, because her critique of this episode centers around the fact that Spike appears to be biologically destined to be a monster, essentially, right? This isn't true, by the way.
It's not true.
Well, this episode is bad, and I think that it does maybe dip a little bit into that, and it does dip a little bit into some what she goes at length to describe as toxic gender representation, with Spike being the only real male character on the show, which I don't necessarily disagree with that either. Speaking strictly from a story standpoint, it has already been shown that there are adult dragons who have their full faculties, and we will go on to show that many times from now when dragons become more prominent characters in the show, that Spike turning into a raging monster was because his shit was not checked, right? Like, because he grew unchecked. There are other adult dragons and even other dragons that are slightly older than Spike who are socialized human beings, for lack of a better term. So the idea that this is sort of a biological destiny for Spike is actually not supported by the text of this episode. Well, maybe it is supported by the text of this episode, but is not supported by the text of previous episodes nor future episodes. So I disregard. I don't disregard. I rebut that argument. But Gen Blue's critical analysis, I find, is not really the kind of analysis that we offer on this show, which is more focused on how the actual episode presents itself. As speaking myself as a sort of amateur critic, analyst, whatever you'd like to call it, of what we do on this show and what I do on other shows that I'm a part of, I try my best to meet the show at its own level rather than sort of Gen Blue's approach, which is to sort of elevate the show to a higher social standard. I do think that you should treat these shows, obviously they weren't written in a vacuum, and obviously there are potential consequences for, you know, if you really want to delve into the psychology of this episode, of whether or not that's something that you believe should be being shown to impressionable children. That's a little beyond the scope of what Horsin Around is here for. First of all, fuck them kids. This is not a podcast to talk about how My Little Pony was perceived or affects children, because neither one of us were children when the show came out. Nope. This is a show about how this episode and these programs were perceived by bronies, which were preteen to adults, predominantly male individuals,
and how we're seeing it from our lens as adults now. Yeah,
I don't give a shit, frankly, how them kids was rocking with these shows. Fuck them kids. So I find that analysis is not particularly helpful either. However, it is nice to read it. She also goes on she also offers an alternative reading of this episode where Spike is a metaphor for capitalism.
Okay.
I found a little strained of a metaphor.
True, I hate capitalism, but that's a little strained for this episode.
And to her credit, she did say that this reading was way more obtuse than the other reading that she offered, which was gender-based interpretations of socialization, which is more agreeable to me also, but that's not really the point here at all. Why is my work phone ringing at 1:33 on a fucking Sunday?
Oh no, do you need to take a pause?
Fuck no, I'm not at work.
I'm not answering that shit, it's a weekend.
It's 1:30 p.m. on a fucking Sunday. I'm not in the office. Whoever the hell fucking called my phone right now is going to get my foot up their ass when I'm back to work on Monday. Anyway, anime superhero news, which is another source that's listed here on Wikipedia, which is still active, it looks like.
Oh.
And looks like now they do... Yeah, pretty much probably the same shit they were doing back then. Comics, video games, anime, movies. Anime superhero news called the episode, quote, great.
Oh.
And praised its superb characters, humor, and entertainment value. However, the review criticized the episode for using an overly cliched King Kong parody. That's your only problem with this episode, is that you thought the King Kong thing was cliche?
What?
There's
no humor.
There is no humor in this episode. This is, I think, what's going to be really interesting about running these reviews after our own reviews is to sort of get where the consensus was, because I feel like the consensus was like, okay, like I assumed that the anime superhero news, so the Gen Blue thing and the Sherilyn Connolly thing were both retrospective, because these books were written after, like these reviews were not written in the moment.
Okay.
I assume anime superhero news and the next one that I'll cover, which is Freaking Awesome Network, were written
freaking awesome, Lois,
immediately following the episode or within a week or so of the episode. and so I think that it has a touchstone on how people felt about episodes at the time, which kind of was just like every episode was the best episode ever.
The fandom could. Oh, it hyped up every episode because they were so excited to be part of this big thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think good, superb characters, humor, and entertainment value, but a criticism towards a cliche parody feels really on brand for how everybody acted back then too. So yeah. I think this is worthwhile too. Raymond Gallant of Freaking Awesome Network, which is a forum that is still around today, although they mostly focus on wrestling now, rated the episode a fucking 9 out of 10.
Oh my god.
And called it, quote, one of the best episodes to come out of the show yet.
What are you
fucking kidding me?
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, thanks for coming by, Grand Blast. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, later, Grand Blast.
He praised the episode as providing much needed redemption for Spike's character. What? And complimented its perfect blend of action, comedy, and adventure. What? Though he criticized the quick resolution of the ending, which he called, quote, a bit terrible. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Can I, just for, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to go back one episode. I know we're spending way too long on this. Anime superhero news called Sweet Elite, quote, the perfect example of what to typically expect from the show and praises excellent characters, humor, and entertainment value. Okay. There is no review listed on Wikipedia for Sweet and Elite from Freaking Awesome Network, which is unfortunate because I would really like to see what that guy was going to say about a real episode of the show. If it helps, Jen Blue called Sweet and Elite, quote, an astoundingly good episode.
Okay, good.
So we're on base here. Now, that is all we have to say about Secret of My Excess by Emmy Horsin.
Thank God we're past it.
Thank God. Now we can move on to a good episode. Hearth Swimming Eve, baby.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody. Oh, you know what? I want to note something here. I don't know if you noticed this. I think this is the only time it happens. The production order and the airing order are off in this batch of episodes. So I don't know what source you use, but the source that I used tried to tell me that I needed to watch like 2 other not correct episodes because they fucked the order of them up. But this is season 2, episode 11, as per the actual on-screen airing on the hub. This is the 11th episode to air of season 2. Although in production order, I believe it's the 13th episode. That doesn't matter, but I wish that I had known about it beforehand so I could have made sure that anybody who is watching the show alongside us didn't accidentally watch the wrong episodes.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind for the future.
I'm pretty sure this is literally the only time this ever happens.
Okay. Season 2, episode 11, Hearth Swarming Eve, the Christmas episode.
Yay!
This becomes yearly, by the way, after season 3.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
It is Hearth Swarming Eve, and the main 6 are traveling via train to Canterlot to celebrate.
Yay!
They are, Celestia herself asked them to be part of a play detailing the origins of Equestria.
Celestia is not in this episode, by the way.
She is not in this episode. They could not get fucking Nicole Oliver.
Nicole Oliver was not in the studio for this episode. She just wasn't there. I don't know. She's busy, man. This
episode's immediately more tolerable than the last one.
Because, yeah, it really is. You know what? Spike does such a better job of this episode. Spike is way more fun in this episode because he's the narrator.
I forgot to mention it's written by Meriwether Williams.
Oh yes, sorry, yes, Meriwether Williams wrote this episode. I can't remember anything else that she's done, but I think we'll see her name a lot going forward.
This is just it's what you expect. It's just a fun holiday episode.
It is. It is. Oh, Meriwether Williams wrote The Mysterious Myrtle.
Okay. Well. Okay. Good.
So there you go. This is a good episode. This is mostly remembered for it being the big lore drop episode.
Yeah, this is the lore episode. This literally details the founding of Equestria.
I feel like we've been waiting to get to this episode for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the big. This episode, as a rewatch, like now in big 2025, is very interesting. I think. I think all the lore holds up almost perfectly in terms of like what's expanded on later in the show.
It does.
And I think it's a really interesting story and it's really entertaining. Like all the characters are really funny in this. This episode was fucking killing me. And also the moral of the episode is probably the best one so far, which is if you hate each other, you will fucking die.
If you hate each other, you cannot advance as a society.
You will die. Be nice, or you will die. That's a threat.
I mean, we're gonna touch on it later. I wrote down this world is so fucked.
I know, it's so fucked up. Like, well, they literally had to adopt the fucking virtues of friendship and harmony, or they will die.
Their species would have died out. And possibly the other species, since we know the cycle of the sun and moon rely on these horses.
Yeah, what the? That's you know, like, I know that why they had to write that, but it's still fucking up, man.
We begin before the play. The main six are kind of squabbling with each other.
Yep,
as they are wont to do.
It's so cute. I love when they squabble like this. They all get a little bit of a bit. You know, even Pinkie Pie.
They're fighting over like getting Fluttershy's, of course, is afraid of the play because there's too many people.
That's just stage fright.
Rainbow Dash is just up her own ass.
Yeah. Fluttershy's stage fright is a consistent characterization for her, actually. This comes up many times for her. Rarity is being fucking anal.
Applejack, close the window, please.
Applejack is considering killing herself. She's trapped in a room with Rainbow Dash and Rarity. And Spike is there too.
Spike is there.
He's fine. Spike. We talked about this. Spike loves the spotlight.
He
was born for it.
He was born to be an announcer and narrator.
He loves it. 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 It is his favorite thing in the whole fucking world when he gets to give the man a bow tie and a microphone, and he's the happiest dude in the fucking planet. He can't do anything else.
He should have gone to showbiz.
He should have gone into showbiz. Yeah, he really should have. It was a missed calling.
We begin with the play. Spike announcing this is before the peaceful rule of Celestia. What about Luna?
He said Celestia and Luna, didn't he?
No, he said the peaceful rule of Celestia.
Was just Luna? He's not like, it's only been a year since Luna's back. Nobody's used to it yet.
Yeah, he's reading from the script.
He's reading from the script, yeah.
So
we are introduced to the fact that ponies do not originate from Equestria.
They come from outside Equestria.
From lands unknown. I wonder what happened to those lands.
I imagine the origins of all the other pony tribes do exist somewhere else still.
Yeah, I mean, presumably, one presumes that following the events of this historical moment, unicorns, Pegasi, and Earth ponies all essentially en masse evacuated their homelands.
Yeah, because they're becoming inhospitable.
Because they became inhospitable, even though probably they would have become hospitable again if they had stopped fighting, but that's not really important.
Yeah.
Where their ancestral homeland, I presume, is still out there somewhere. Do you think other species live there now?
So when you look at the official map of Equestria, it shows that it is the main landmass, and then to the north is just Arctic wasteland. So they
still fucked up.
Yes, yes. A lot of people theorize they came from the north, but because of what happened, it's just like that forever.
They just lost that shit. That's up.
Yeah.
You guys destroyed an entire landmass by being racist.
Yeah. By the way, the three tribes, Unicorn, Earth Pony, and Pegasi, they all fucking hated each other.
Oh man, it's so funny. You get to see racism.
There's literal horse racism in this episode.
Rainbow Dash's character fucking makes a snide remark about Earth Ponies being stupid.
Yeah, and Rarity is like, oh, Pegasi are such brutes.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so awesome. It's so funny that like none of this exists in modern society.
They got rid of racism.
Equestria is genuinely a post-racist society, like legitimately.
Yeah.
Their ancestors took those lessons to heart socially, societally, and we ended racism that day.
We see that Earth Ponies were pretty much the peasant class.
Yeah, I did write that they feel like they're getting a rawer deal compared to the other two.
Earth Ponies could provide food, but the other tribes like demanded food from them.
Yeah, the Pegasi still controlled the weather.
And they're apparently a warrior caste as well.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Commander Hurricane was just LARPing.
Yeah. And the unicorns...
The unicorns control the sun and the moon.
The unicorns control the sun and the moon, which we learned later it took 10 unicorns of great magical power to raise the sun and moon by themselves.
Yeah, and they like... It was so fucking difficult for them, they basically passed out with exhaustion every time they did it.
And then Celestia and Luna showed up.
When Celestia and Luna showed up, and they have way more. Yeah, so... There's a winter.
And while they squabble, a great winter comes, and they have no idea why they can't control it.
Yeah. So they call a summit between the three races to discuss the issue, and it basically breaks down immediately as they all start fucking flinging slurs at each other. By the way, so of course this is in context of it being a stage play, but it's like animated to us like in like real time or whatever. Yes. But the leader of the unicorns is played by Rarity, and her assistant is played by Twilight. The leader of the Earth Ponies is played by Pinky, and her assistant is Applejack. And the leader of the Pegasi is played by Rainbow Dash, and whose assistant is Fluttershy. Spike is the narrator. It works out really well. It's very fun to see the characters in these sort of like not quite themselves roles. I think that it's very fun. It's probably one of the more fun episodes of the show.
Like Applejack plays a very smart character, which I would say she's smart, but it's just
she plays. But I like that one the most because it's up until this point in the show you don't get to see Pinky and Applejack spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, and
them having really prolonged, really funny scenes in this bit, even though it's not really Pinkie Pie and Applejack. It's really funny. They should have done this more often.
Pinky is very good in this episode because
Pinky's great.
Rarity is great too because she's just
Rarity.
The bit where she puts her crown on upside down, goes, "I am a princess. I will not take this," and walks out with the crown upside down is a good gag.
It's a really good gag. My favorite one is the one where Pinky puts her head in the chimney and she's like, "Well, I can think inside the chimney.
Can you?
Can you? No.
No, Chancellor Puddinghead, I don't."
It's just I like the way that she delivered the inside the chimney. It's a good delivery.
It's a great episode. I love this episode.
Andrea Livet had a lot of good delivery in this episode as Pinkie Pie. It was really fucking phenomenal stuff. It was a big Pinky winning episode for me, honestly. And so the plot basically here is because their homeland has become inhospitable due to this freak ass blizzard, all three of them, not knowing the others are also doing this, have set out to find new lands to live in.
And it's like established that they travel south.
Yes, they travel south because I guess the idea is that it'd be warmer in the south. I suppose it's not a bad. I mean, also because it might be because the ocean is to the north.
Yes.
So they travel south down the continent, and they all come across the land that would become known, of course, as Equestria, at the exact same time.
At the exact same time.
At the exact same time, they all at the same place, and they all plant a flag there, and they say, "I'm gonna name this Dick fucking Headtopia."
Obviously, this is like portrayed as in a play. It's like maybe there was like go ahead.
I like to think that this exactly happened, literally exactly as they portray it.
Yeah, because it's cartoon world. It happened at the exact same time.
Yeah, I like obviously you're meant to believe that this is being truncated to some degree for it to be a sanitized play for children, or like whatever, like a family play, Nutcracker or some shit like that. I like to think that it was not sanitized or truncated at all. This is just legitimately how it fucking happened. This is a legitimate historical account of how this shit happened for real. There was no armies or any of that kind of shit or any like legitimate. It was just like Chancellor Puddinghead and the dickhead who works for her and a couple of other assholes just went out there and they found a new continent. It was just the 6 of them.
Immediately started fighting over it.
It was just the 6 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, they all started fighting. They all started scrabbling, and then the snow comes back.
And they take shelter in a cave, and they start fighting in there as well.
And they start snowing in the cave also.
They say a word they shouldn't say, maybe.
Okay, yeah, elephant in the room here.
We find out the blizzard is caused by a monster.
A monster from a Native American culture who greatly prefers that you do not use that monster in anything really other than their own lore. And we're going to respect that here in the show and not say the name of the monster.
Yep.
We're going to call it a snow horse instead.
It's a snow horse. It's a snow thing.
It doesn't even really look... Actually, it looks nothing like how that creature is depicted in its actual real mythology.
Nope.
So I don't know why they fucking called it that. But also, it was a different time, and we'll forgive them for this one.
I feel like you could have come up with a better pun.
You probably could have. I mean, it was right there, so I get it, but like, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the snow horses, which Twilight Sparkle's character, whose name is
Clover the Clever.
Clover the Clever.
Which is another Starswirl Lordum. She is his apprentice.
Yes, she does name drop Starswirl the Bearded in this exact scene, actually. She describes the snow horses, and it explains that she was taught about this by her mentor, Starswirl the Bearded, and that these are creatures who basically will cause blizzards around fighting and disharmony.
They feed on hatred.
Where is Discord?
It's assumed in the lore Discord comes in after Equestria is founded.
Oh yeah, right. And so they realize they're fucked because of these things. Their leaders get frozen in ice, and their aides are to suffer the same fate. And then the character who's being played by Fluttershy is like, I don't actually hate you guys.
I hate my boss.
I hate my boss. What's he start fucking laughing at? Like, actually, I don't even hate you guys. Like, I just can hate my boss a lot. Like, that's so fucking funny. Like, they don't even be. I thought this would be a scene where they'd be like, I also hate my boss. They don't even say anything. You just laugh
because they know they agree.
He hates her goddamn boss. Yeah. And then Clover the Clever does a magic surge. Like, she does like the white eyes thing.
Yeah,
like Twilight does.
Which
I don't know.
A lot of people's like, oh, this is Twilight's ancestor.
It's certainly possible that could be the case. I think a lot of people assumed, I don't know really why, that these characters are all the ancestors of the main 6. That doesn't really necessarily mean anything, because they didn't actually look like that, guys.
They didn't look like that. They're being played by the characters in media res.
You fucking geniuses. That was a very popular canon, I think, for a while.
It was.
Still care about that. And so they do she does a big magic burst, and a big pink heart comes out, which is not why it's called Heartswarming Eve, because it's not. And it sort of drives the snow horses out, and they realize that the power of camaraderie and friendship can save the day. And then they get to know each other. They kind of hang out.
The power of being nice to other people can keep snow horses from killing you.
Maybe some gay stuff happens. I mean, who's to say?
Yeah, and it was just the three of them in that cave for a little bit.
They were waiting for their bosses to unthaw. You know, who knows what could have happened?
Who knows?
They'd keep warm somehow. That's not part of the official record, but
they kept that out.
Who's to say? We can't put that in the play anymore. Celestia said we can't do that one anymore. Anyways, definitely some gay stuff did happen, and they managed to convince their bosses not to be racist anymore. Probably also for some gay shit. This is crazy stuff probably happened in that cave. I don't even want to talk about it.
Some crazy Yuri shit happened in that cave.
The crazy Yuri shit happened in that cave when it was just the 6 of them in there. And they put their differences aside very quickly because of the aforementioned gay stuff and found the combined nation of Equestria.
Which we can assume because of the flag that Celestia and Luna showed up after the 3 tribes joined.
I assume that flag is anachronistic.
Yes.
It wouldn't make sense unless they already had some kind of mythos about alicorn gods, which is possible. It feels like that flag with 2 ponies that very definitely resembled Celestia and Luna would be on it. If anything, the flag should probably have representation of all 3 races.
Yes.
But
maybe, I literally
made a note that says they use a historically inaccurate version of the equestrian flag.
That could be it, actually. That could be it, honestly. That could be just an historically inaccurate flag.
Like the play used a historically inaccurate flag. Because there's no way that the flag would look like that unless they either already had this idea of alicorn gods, which they don't bring up at all, so I have no reason to assume that. Or there's no real other explanation for that as to why that the flag would look like that.
I like your interpretation that it's an inaccurate flag.
Yeah,
it's just there because they had a flag on hand like that.
Yeah, they just got something wrong in the props department, or whatever.
Or they didn't want to confuse kids with the old flag.
Yeah, the old historical flag. And then we assume that Celestia and Luna came down upon it. Is there an episode about this later that does kind of explain where Celestia and Luna came from, or not really?
Nope.
They just kind of show up one day.
So, they just show up one day. Celestia and Luna's origins are never touched upon.
Yeah. They just show up one day and everybody starts treating them as gods. Because they are.
They are. I wrote down horses love nationalism, and then they start singing A Christmas Carol.
They start singing Christmas Carol, yeah. And this is the end of racism forever, except to other species.
Yeah.
Because everybody got really racist about Sakura. And the buffalo.
Yeah.
And dragons.
They ended racism between their subspecies.
Yeah, they ended subspecies racism, but they still have to work on that non-pony stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they're not under threat of death to make nice with the fucking unicorns, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking Bronies wrote all the fucking Celestia and Luna lore because nobody ever bothered to do it. Again, like I said, the moral of the story is literally if you hate each other, you will die.
Which is, it's a good note. People have to work together.
It's a good, strong message. I think it's the strongest moral of any episode of My Little Pony so far. Where it's you have to coexist with people or you will die.
Literally.
You will literally die. The snow horses will eat you.
Snow horses will get you.
They will get your ass.
Oh.
So I thought it was a great episode.
I love this episode. It's great. While you begin your review, do you mind if I step away for a moment?
Oh, please, by all means.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Show. Pepper reviews. Shelly Connolly, an SF Weekly, gave this episode an A, which is a big step up from the C+ she gave the last episode. Let's see. praised. I didn't actually read this ahead of time. Connolly emphasized the episode's central moral writing, quote, "The operating principle of pony society is live together or die." Which is basically what I've been saying the whole time, which is quite nice. She concluded her review by paraphrasing Kurt Vonnegut, stating the episode delivers one of the most important lessons, quote, "God damn it, you've got to be kind," calling it harsh but also true. That's basically what I said too, but I would agree with Shirley Connolly here that this episode's moral is exactly that, and that it was a fun A-rank episode. Anime Superhero News called the episode, quote, "great on its own merits," and praised its solid characters and attention to detail. I don't know what that means. However, the review expressed disappointment that the episode did not embrace the Christmas season sufficiently, and it felt that its, quote, "potential was squandered this year for a truly awesome Christmas-themed episode." I disagree with that. It doesn't matter, because we'll get that Christmas episode as a full-length special like a couple of years from now. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Raymond Gallant of Freaking Awesome Network gave the episode a 6.5 out of 10, calling it, quote, "good but not great." He praised the detailed history and world building, but criticized the episode for feeling rushed, and noted his disappointment that, quote, "we never really got to see how horse warming works as a holiday beyond the founding story." Okay, I don't know what this guy's problem is that he said that Secret of My Excess was one of the best episodes of the show, but that Hearthwarming Eve is a 6.5 out of 10. I'll agree with the criticism that we don't really get to see how Hearthwarming Eve works as a holiday. But again, that criticism is addressed later down the line, so here in the future, I can say that that's not really a big deal.
What the fuck is this guy's problem?
I know, right? Republibot, what is Republibot? I'm sure I'm gonna love this one. Republibot.com. Science fiction nerdery and criticism from the right side of the brain. Do you mean like right wing?
I mean, I
just want to vet this real quick before.
Yeah. A lot of bronies like to say, "My brain is so big for enjoying this."
I'm going to say yes, because I'm looking at his Twitter, which was shut down in 2016, that it has a elephant in it, like the Republican elephant. So I guess this guy's... Well, let's say what he had to say. Since this, you know what, we can't ignore that, I suppose, to some degree. Republibot described Hearthwarming Eve as, quote, "a solid episode, but not an inspired one." Wrong. The reviewer praised Meriwether Williams' improved writing compared to her previous episode, Mysterious Mare-de-Well, and the introduction of snow horses, which, by the way, never show up again, so...
No, they show up again.
Do they?
They do.
Whatever. But criticized the ending carol as his least favorite song from the series. Sure. And expressed frustration over the lack of information about the princess's backstory. Okay. I'll let you have
it. It isn't about the princesses. It's about Equestria.
Yeah, I understand that we're a season and a half into the show, and we still don't know anything about the princesses, because we'll never know anything about the princesses.
Which I understand. The writers want to have it focus on the main six and not most of the side characters, but still.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Good episode. I thought it was a good episode.
Good episode.
We thought it was good.
It's great. I love it. All right. Season 2, episode 12, Family Appreciation Day. It's the okay episode of our batch.
This is the okay episode, yeah. It's quite similar to Hearthwarming Eve. This episode has a big lore drop in it. Everything outside of that lore drop is not very that interesting. But I think the flashback is the best part of this episode.
It is. I actually have a lot of notes to say about the flashback, but
I do too.
Let's see, who wrote Family Appreciation Day?
This was written by Cindy Moreau.
Okay.
Who's a frequent writer on the show.
First
thing I wrote is Big Granny Stocks.
Big Granny Stocks. So granny stocks go up. They go up.
Big Granny Stocks go up. If you're a big fan of old women, seek help if you're attracted to Granny Smith.
I mean, she was kind of cute though in her flashback.
When she wasn't old,
she had
I'm
it.
not even saying that. Yeah, like you can listen. You can fuck old women.
You can
if you like. Maybe not Granny Smith though. That's traumatic for Applejack.
Applejack, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom were like, I don't know, Granny. You sure you should be dating someone your age?
It's like fucking Applejack's age. No. You know what? I don't want to. We're gonna have to eventually get into romance in terms of the Apple family when we talk about Big Mac's fucking girlfriend, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit! And then the thing with what's her real name? Inky Pie. What's her real name?
Oh, I forgot what Pinky's gray sister's name is.
Yeah, they're just Inky, Blinky, and Pinky to me, dude.
Wait, she has fucking 3 gray sisters. I forgot.
Yeah, well, there's Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Maud.
I'm good. Type in Pinky
and then
Pie's
the other
sister.
2 have real names, but I don't acknowledge those names.
I only know Maud Pie because she's my favorite.
Oh. Yeah, because she's the only one that's good.
Okay, Limestone Pie and Marble Pie.
No, that's Inky and Blinky.
Oh, okay, all right. We go.
Anyway.
We begin with Zap Apple Harvest Time.
Yes, it's a new thing that we just made up. And does this show up again? Did this mention again?
Nope.
You know it.
Where we find out like an electrical storm causes special apples to grow.
That are explicitly from the Everfree Forest.
Yes. You know, the forest that Earth ponies can't control.
Well, you can if you're Granny Smith.
You can if you're Granny Smith.
They don't really necessarily control the Zap Apple harvest. They just kind of like steward it.
Yes.
They don't like they can't make Zap Apples grow when they don't want to.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, it's a special apple time that only happens when an electrical storm occurs, and Granny has a very eccentric manner of like figuring out what to do with it.
Yeah, and Apple Bloom is finally old enough to help this year.
Yeah, this is an Apple Bloom and Granny Smith episode.
Yes, I would say it was technically an Apple Bloom episode, more so than it's like a Granny Smith point of view episode. But Granny obviously features heavily in it because it's about Apple Bloom and her Granny.
Apple Bloom and her Granny.
And her Granny Smith. Apple Bloom is very excited for the Zap Apple harvest because it's, again, the first year that she's old enough that Applejack will let her participate in doing so. And as previously established, she always really wanted to. She spent years of her life wanting to help with the harvests, but because she's been too young, Applejack's always told her to fuck off. But now she's allowed to help with the Zap Apple stuff. Which means getting a bunny costume and doing stupid shit.
Granny Smith has Apple Bloom do a bunch of weird shit that she doesn't really understand.
She doesn't tell her, like... She doesn't fucking explain it to her at all, man.
Granny Smith has dementia, okay?
She doesn't! Her mind is perfectly clear. Except for when she forgets shit.
And Apple Bloom's shithead bully Diamond Tiara sees her doing this like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Your grandma's so embarrassing.
Your grandma sucks, dude. And Apple Bloom's like, no, she doesn't. That's my granny.
That's my granny.
Like, no, she definitely sucks. And she's like, fuck. You might be right.
And we also get introduced to Diamond Tiara's dad.
Filthy. Rich. He prefers rich.
He hates being called filthy.
He has a long-standing relationship with the Apple family.
Yeah, he sells their stuff.
Who knows Granny Smith personally?
Mm-hmm.
Because you find out later their families have a long-standing history, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
When he comes by to, I heard the Zap Apples are back, and of course he has a business arrangement with the Apples.
He gets their first 100 jars of jam.
I like that he goes straight to Granny instead of Applejack.
He
has a deal with Granny Smith.
Yes, not Applejack.
I mean that deal probably. I mean that deal does predate Applejack entirely.
Yes.
So he probably, like, when it was Filthy Rich's turn to inherit the family business, he probably dealt with Granny Smith as the head of the family directly at that time. So he just continues to deal with her, which is probably fine with Applejack, so she doesn't kick him in the fucking face.
She doesn't have to deal with him. Granny, if you left me in a room with Filthy Rich, he will be leaving in a body bag.
He'll be filthy fucking dead. I will beat his ass. On God, on Celestia, I will beat his ass.
And we see Granny says preparing for the harvest. Apple Bloom looks so cute in a bonnet. She shows up in a bonnet, by the way.
I know, it's so awesome.
I don't know why she just decided to put on a bonnet when they went out to the market.
Maybe it's part of the thing. We
do see that Granny wears a bonnet in her flashback.
Oh yeah, Granny was wearing a hat in that scene, I think, like a sun hat.
Yes.
In the scene, and yeah, so Granny does a bunch of silly stuff in public, and Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon laugh at Apple Bloom because she's a nerd. Just cause they find any excuse to. That's what Apple Bloom doesn't get, is they find any excuse to fucking take the shit out of her.
They find any excuse to bully her.
They find any excuse to bully her. It doesn't matter what Granny Smith is doing. Granny Smith could have been acting completely normal, and they still would have said.
They would have made fun of her bonnet. They would have called it stupid.
They would have made fun of her for being old.
Oh,
why is your granny so old?
She's a granny.
Like, what do you? Just because your fucking grandmother's dead doesn't mean you have to fucking get on my case for my granny still being alive, dude. That's what Apple Bloom should have said if she was locked in.
Oh.
She fucking clapped back, killed their asses.
And Apple Bloom starts complaining to Scootaloo and Sleepy like, Granny's cringe!
My granny's fucking cringe, I'm gonna die.
My granny's cringe!
And it's they go to school, and I guess it's Friday. It is in fact Friday, or whatever the last day of the week is for them. And Filthy Rich is there for parent appreciation or family appreciation day, and he's telling a fucking classroom of children how he undercuts local businesses, drives them out of the market.
He's such a shithead.
It's so fucking funny, dude. It's so fucking funny.
I hate him.
Fucking saying that shit. Yep, and we drive where we lost lead, and then we drive out mom and pop businesses off the street so we can buy up all their fucking property and steal all the customers.
I'm the only general store in Ponyville.
And that's why I'm the only general store in Ponyville, and everyone's like, yay! Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, nobody gives a fuck.
All the kids are just kind of bored out of their minds.
None of the kids give a fuck. And then Shirley's like, okay, next on the list is Apple Bloom. And she's like,
Shirley, my parents are dead.
Miss Shirley, my parents are dead on account of dying, and Applejack and Big Mac is too busy with the Zap Apple harvest to come and speak to the class. So, you know, and instead of Shirley being like, oh, well, that's okay, we can just do it next week, she's like, well, fuck, do you have any other buddy who can come and talk? And she's like, no, I don't.
I know.
She was like, her fucking old ass granny, presuming she's still alive tomorrow.
Her Lola, her Meemaw.
Her fucking old ass granny, presuming she still is breathing air in 3 days, can come and speak. And Shirley looks at her fucking watch and sees that it's 3:30 on a Friday and is like, okay, goodbye.
All right, class. Class dismissed. It's time for me to clock out.
I am out. She's the first one out the door in this scene.
I mean, Shirley's the only teacher in Ponyville. She hates her job.
She doesn't give a fuck. Second that bell rings, she's the first one out the door. She's like, all right, bye. See you Monday. Doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't give Apple Bloom a chance to say nothing.
Nope.
Out that motherfucking door, dude. She didn't give a fuck.
Listen, she has to wake up at 7 a.m. and be at school in 30 minutes every single day.
And she's Apple Bloom in her class.
Yeah, to teach Apple Bloom in her class.
To teach Scoodalo how to read.
Do you think she just teaches pre-grade, or she also teaches, like, middle and high school?
They don't got no other kids in this town, so she'll just keep teaching 1 year up until they all graduate.
Yeah.
Called enforcing boundaries. Just, usually the teacher is supposed to be the last one out of the room when kids leave.
Nope, not her.
Nope. Fuck you, kids.
She's got to be at the club.
She got to be at the club. Hell yeah. We cut back to Granny Smith, who's having a Meet the Soldier moment with a bunch of glasses.
She's wearing an army helmet.
She's wearing an army helmet and yelling at a bunch of jars. And one of them cracks under the pressure.
Did Meet the Soldier come out before this episode? This could have been inspired by Meet the Soldier.
It definitely was. Hold on. I can tell you this like really quick.
All right.
Meet the Soldier.
This episode came out January 2012?
Yeah, Meet the Soldier came out in 2007. So
okay.
Yes. Oh yes, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah. It probably is a reference to that, I would have to say. I would imagine.
It's just Soldier talking to the heads, but with jars.
It's literally, it's like the same thing. I literally wrote a note that said Granny Meet the Soldier moment. And thus begins the sort of middle part of the episode where Apple Bloom is like, if my fucking Granny talks to the class, I'm gonna get made fun of for the rest of my goddamn life.
All right, so we gotta disappear Granny.
We gotta fuck Granny over. We gotta kill my Granny. We gotta do it.
Okay. Let's make her leave Ponyville.
So yeah, this results in about a 5 minutes of scene of the Cuban. This essentially becomes a Cuban Crusader episode for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And in every Cuban Crusader episode, the same thing they do is that they have a montage of them trying various stupid shit to try to accomplish their goal. They try to fake Apple Bloom being sick. Granny Smith comes in and says, No, she's not sick.
I know when a child's sick.
No.
You know how many fucking times Big Mac tried to pull that shit on me?
Hell no. Not Applejack, though. She would never lie to me.
Not Applejack, though.
She would never lie to me. I fucking beat her. She's like, what? She's like, I'm just kidding. She's just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they get to the point where they try to just put her on a bus.
Because they tell her cousin needs her help or some shit?
Yeah, and they just put her on a bus, and we're like, all right, Granny, well, fuck you.
Leave.
And so they go to class, and Apple Bloom's like, yeah, Granny, she had a thing.
Granny is sick.
Granny had a thing on the train, and so she couldn't be here. And then Granny comes in anyway, and she's like, motherfucker, didn't I tell you to get on that goddamn train? And what the hell happened? She's like, well, I got on the train, but your fucking cousin, whatever the fuck, was already on the train.
Yeah, I just left.
And Apple Bloom was like, what? I made that up. What do you mean? She's like, I made that up. How the fuck? It's such a funny way to resolve that. It's just like...
And Granny decides to tell the story of how Ponyville was founded.
Yeah, she which is conjoined with the origin story of Apple, or of Zap Apples.
So the Smith family were traveled all across Equestria until they eventually arrived in Canterlot. And I have a note here, Granny Smith voice. Princess Celestia was beautiful. This could mean nothing. This could mean nothing.
She did say that. I mean, anybody would think that if you're looking at an ethereal god being. But
the way she said it,
she did say it in a certain kind of way. Well, it's just you just become like gay in Celestia's presence.
Princess Celestia was beautiful. This means nothing.
This means nothing. She wrote that in her journal. This means nothing, by the way. So Celestia meets with the Smith family, which is basically Granny Smith, and Granny Smith is like, or probably around Applejack's age.
She looks around Applejack's age.
Maybe a little bit younger, even. She looked like
probably like young. Late teens.
Yeah, like maybe her late teens. Yeah, with her and her couple of her brothers and her mother and father, and they meet with Princess Celestia, or more like she meets with them. She just comes over to see them, and notices that they are seed collecting. They're presumably farmers by trade.
And they're exhausted.
They're exhausted. They haven't had much luck finding a place to settle down.
She just gives them acres of land.
She bequeaths to them a couple acres of land in Ponyville doesn't exist yet, and it's right next to the Everfree fucking forest. And I wrote two things about this as elucidation to Celestia's character. One is that I wonder how it felt for her to bequeath land to someone, like to a family so close to where her and her sister used to live.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, this obviously would have to be after Luna's gone, because Luna's been gone for 1,000 years, obviously.
This was probably about 70, 60 years ago?
Something like less than 100, but more than 50, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's bequeathed this land to these people, and it's very close to where, I don't know, she obviously has a lot of memories of her sister, the castle of the two sisters and everything like that is there. And I think that on some level to her, I think she felt sort of something positive in thinking that land would be useful to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
The other half of this is, why the fuck would you grant land next to the Everfree Forest?
The most dangerous place in Equestria.
Dangerous place in Equestria. And you're like, here's some land, go fuck yourselves. She wasn't thinking about that, probably.
She wasn't thinking about the monsters and the fact that the land can't be controlled by Earth ponies.
To be fair, Granny Smith did say they were explicitly told to stay out of the Everfree Forest.
True.
And almost nothing ever comes out of the Everfree Forest. There are very few circumstances in which any kind of creature will leave the forest, and it's usually, in this episode, it's because Granny Smith was being chased by Timberwolves, or last time in season 1, because Dumb and Dumber lured an Ursa Minor out of the forest.
Yeah.
Like, those animals do not leave the forest of their own free will unless they're given like an extremely active reason.
They stay in their own ecosystem.
Or Parasprites. They came from the Everfree, right?
They did.
Parasprites. Yeah, and they were removed from their habitat by Fluttershy because she's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Fluttershy. Who did that? Was it Pinkie Pie?
It was Fluttershy.
Oh, it was Fluttershy. Fuck you, Fluttershy. So, like, there was no real reason to be worried about it.
Mm-hmm. But they couldn't grow fast enough. So Granny Smith decided to go to the Everfree Forest because she's a fucking stupid 17-year-old.
They were still going to starve because their crops weren't coming through quick enough, which is unfortunate. And yeah, she goes into the Everfree Forest and she sees the Zap Apple trees. Which finally see a Zap Apple for the first time, which is basically a rainbow apple.
Yes.
So they're gay apples, I guess.
They're gay apples.
She picks a bunch of gay apples, and then we're introduced to Timberwolves, which we will see again after this, which are wolves made of wood.
I think that it's a great monster design.
It's really great. It's probably why they've reused it like twice. They're very simple and they're very effective monsters. They're like shadowy, mythical fucking. They're just like a bunch of sticks in the shape of a wolf.
They're just like plant elementals.
Yeah, that's basically what they are. And they chase her, and they chase her out of the forest, and they're gonna presumably would have exited the forest to try to eat her. Maybe they just wanted the apples.
But like normal wolves, they're scared of very loud noises, which Granny Smith found out.
Yeah, so she starts banging on pots and pans, and she scares them off. And then they realize that these are the most goddamn delicious apples they've ever had in their whole fucking lives.
Do you think they're sweet or sour?
I think they're maybe they are a little sour. I think they're probably very sweet.
Just because they're grown by electricity.
A little sweetness with a little kick to them, a little sour kick to it. They produce a bunch of apple baked goods and such.
And we find out every single tree in their orchard is a Zap apple tree, but is a normal tree every other day of the year.
Yeah. So basically what would become the Apple family. Not sure when they changed their names exactly. The Apple family would get their start with Zap apples, but because you can't control when Zap apples are being made, is that they also grow normal regular apples. The other, presuming this is an annual thing, maybe the other 360 days of the year they're growing normal apples. So technically Zap apples are their main export.
Technically, yes.
It's just that they're not available most of the time.
We discover that because Zap apples are so popular that Diamond Tiara's great grandpa, or grandpa Stinkin' Rich, he buys their apples and then sells them again himself.
Yeah, he cuts a reselling deal with the apples. Not really sure why. Because nobody writing the show understands how commerce works. And then the money is so right. The money is there, and the everything's there, and so the apples, the Smiths, and the Riches found Ponyville.
Yep.
And so we find out that there are two founding families in Ponyville, and they are the Apples and the Riches. And that they continue their business to this very day, and the apples are extremely essential to the ecosystem of this town, even though they seem like they never really have a lot of money.
I wrote down, Apple Boom voice, "Your wealth is founded on the back of my family's labor. Give it back."
She didn't literally say that to... She did literally say that to...
She literally said that to Diamond Tiara, wow, your family's rich because of me.
Because of me! And Diamond Tiara is can't... She's oh my god.
Diamond Tiara, Diamond Tiara finding out her family's wealth isn't old money. It's maybe 2 generations back.
Yeah, 100 years of money, at best.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. That should have ended Diamond Tiara ever being able to say shit to Apple Bloom ever again. Anytime she should try to rock up, she'd be need I remind you that I own your life.
Everything in your home was bought by my family's money.
Need I remind you that someday you and I will both inherit our family's businesses.
Someday I'm gonna own the farm.
And it will be entirely within my power to cut your supply deal from the apple farm, and then you will die. So think about that shit before the next words out of your mouth come out. Think about that before you say another word to me ever. Is that in 30 years, I will ruin your fucking life and your children's life and their children's lives and the whole rest of your family's life until we're all dead. So maybe think about that the next time you call me a fucking blank flank, bitch.
I don't know. Maybe maybe the Apple should just start selling our product from our own farm, not through your store.
Just thinking we don't really need reselling. Maybe we'll open our own store in town. No. Apple Bloom, knowing that she has no intention of taking over the family business while she's saying all this.
Yeah.
So I can get my big sister to cut our deal with your dad and ruin your... she's just completely bullshitting that. First of all, Applejack doesn't even have that fucking contract.
Oh.
That should have ended Diamond Tiara's fucking life as a bully forever.
That would have... But the writers had to keep her around like that for another 4 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Until they have the little. Do they? I can't. Am I making this up? Do they make up with Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, or they just stop existing after a certain
Diamond, they make up with them when they get their cutie marks in season 5, and then Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara stop existing after season 5.
Fuck awesome. Fucking cool, dude. Fucking cool. Yeah, they start cutting the Zap applesauce with fucking Red Delicious.
They start.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Red Delicious is only good for applesauce, and that's about it.
Well, I'm sure horses would agree with you.
Yeah. I say this as a person like actually allergic to apples. Every Red Delicious I've ever had, it's only good in sauce form.
Yeah, I mean, they're not good apples. They're trash. They're not even real apples.
Yes.
They're like genetic freak ass apples. Like, they're not like a naturally occurring apple. I mean, like, all apples are like genetically modified now, but like Red Delicious were like made up.
Oh.
The lesson of the moral of this story is to respect your elders.
Pretty much.
And
that was a lesson she learned.
Diamond Tiara. And of course, the point of the flashback, aside from the lore dump, was to illustrate that all of the weird stuff that Granny Smith does is actually what is legitimately required in order to make Zap Apple jam. Because if you just do it regular, it'll turn out bad. You have to it's decades of trial and error for her to make the perfect Zap Apple jam.
Respect your elders, and maybe traditions aren't so weird.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, respect traditions. They're there for a reason. Because as Granny Smith explained, because Zap Apples are produced by magic, they don't follow normal rules. So you have to play by their rules.
Mm-hmm.
And she spent 30 years of her life figuring out what the fuck those rules are by trial and error.
Oh, this is the one I like. That this is the one instance of showing Earth ponies interacting with magic.
Yeah, basically. And they don't really understand the magic either. They just kind of brute force figured it out.
Like unicorns, yeah, we know how this shit works. Earth ponies, I don't know. Oh,
let's see. Sharon Connolly, in her review of the episode on SF Weekly, gave the episode a B-. Connolly commented that Twilight Sparkle was absent and Applejack appears only in a cameo role, writing that, quote, "This is a sign of how confident the show has become about the world it's created, and deservedly so." I would probably agree with that, if not for the fact that also occurred in season 1 anyway. Well, no, I guess it really didn't, but that's happened a couple of times so far in season 2, mostly with Kino Crusader episodes. But obviously we weren't reading her reviews previous to this, so I can't say whether or not she's commented on that before. I do think that this show, we've said as much previously as well, that the show leaning towards feeling that it doesn't have to have Twilight Sparkle in every single episode is a good thing, because Twilight would have had no, what would Twilight have added to this episode?
This is a good thing. This is they can start focusing on side characters now.
This episode was good, yeah, because it wasn't trying to shoehorn, making sure that all 6 of the main 6 got speaking lines or whatever. They didn't need speaking lines in this episode. This was purely an Apple episode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anime Superhero News called the episode, quote, "one of the best by far of the entire show," and praised its mixture of seriousness, humor, original storyline, and expanded equestrian history. Raymond Gallant of Freaking Awesome News gave the episode a 7 out of 10 and called it an okay episode with a great surprise ending. He praised the addition of Ponyville's origin story and the creativity of the Zap Apples, but criticized the minimal presence of the main 6. Can you fucking be serious?
Can you be serious? Not every episode needs the main 6 in it. We've learned this.
Where's my Rainbow Dash? How can I enjoy this episode without Rainbow Dash?
Remember, there was a bit in the Hearthstone episode where before the play, they were like, "It's Rainbow Dash." It's the Rainbow Dash show.
It is the Rainbow Dash show, actually. That was a good one. Yeah, we have an entire extended cast for a fucking reason, guys.
People do claim the later seasons are weak because they don't focus on the main six. I think that's one of its strong points when it doesn't focus on the main six.
Fucking implore you to go back to season 1 like we did and watch every single episode that shoehorns in all 6 of them, and you fucking tell me that those episodes are good or better than something that's in season 4. It's not. It isn't. There are very few episodes, I would say, that work well and contain all 6 characters, all 6 ponies in like an extended role.
When Rainbow Dash
the show works. Go ahead.
When Rainbow Dash isn't on screen, everyone should be asking, "Where's Rainbow Dash?"
Yeah, I think this show works its best. Why Pinkie Pie the bus driver? I think this show works better when it condenses its principal cast down to like 2 to 4 characters.
Yeah,
right. Like even if 2 of the like Pinkie and Rainbow Dash, like Twilight and Rainbow Dash, like somebody and Rainbow Dash, because Rainbow Dash should be in every episode. Some of the best character episodes in the show are episodes that just pair them off into 2s, like the Pinkie Pie Applejack episode in season 4, whose name escapes me, or the Rainbow Dash Twilight Sparkle Daring Do episode is that this season? I think
that is this season. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good episode, and it really only focuses on 2 of them. Or May the Best Pet Win, which does have minor appearances by the rest of the main 6, but is really just about Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. Or, It's About Time is an all-timer episode, and it's just Twilight and Pinkie Pie. You don't need to have all 6 of them in major roles. Like, would your criticism be minimized if, like, the rest of them just showed up for like 2 seconds in a scene and just like said something stupid?
There wasn't.
They don't have to be there every single episode.
Well, yeah, like it would force the writers to like figure out scenes to interact with Apple Bloom in this way.
Yeah. Now, that all being said, this review is contemporary, and so we again have the benefit of knowing what comes next that they didn't when this episode was written.
True.
Which is why I think, again, like I think that like Sherilyn Connolly's review, which was written in retrospect, can appreciate better that the show has become confident enough to not have to have Twilight Sparkle in it, whereas Raymond Gallant may be less inclined to be praising of that aspect because he doesn't know kind of where that's like how that's going to end up panning out going forward. A review from Republic called the episode quoted an instant classic and praised it for tackling dual moral lessons about respecting your elders and social conformity. I'm going to assume that you mean social conformity in the sense that you shouldn't conform to social standards, but I'm not going to delve too into that.
Yeah.
This seemed like pretty positive reviews for the episode, all said.
Solid B, I agree.
Solid B minus. I'd say a solid B. I think, like I said, I think that just because we like the lore stuff, I think the little flashback with crumbs of Celestia.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm gonna type in Granny Smith X Celestia now on.
Oh, I don't want you to do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Shirley is in this episode and has speaking roles, but Celestia is not have speaking roles.
Again,
they
maybe
had Nicole Oliver in the booth.
Maybe she was.
She is Shirley.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
I guess it. Well, I mean, there was no dialogue in the flashback. Just Granny Smith's narration, anyway. I guess. But now Applejack. Does Applejack know this story? She's like, well, Princess Celestia met my granny.
Princess Celestia fucked my granny.
No. Did you fuck my granny, princess?
Did you fuck my granny?
Did you fuck my granny, princess?
Hey, guess what? Granny Celestia only has like 5 entries on Derpy Burrow.
Fuck.
It's one. There's one where she's like her old, and there's one where she's her young self right now with her.
See, there you go.
There you go.
Something for everybody. Stop it. Did you fuck... Dear Princess Celestia, did you fuck my granny?
Did you fuck my granny?
Did you fuck my guy named Granny?
Celestia, like, I don't know, maybe like 70 years ago?
Applejack, I fucked lots of people's grannies. I don't know what you want me to say, dude. Like, Twilight Sparkle, can you tell your friend that I don't remember like every filly that I've fucking slept with in the last 1,000 years? I don't keep like a fucking notebook about it. And Twilight's like, are you not supposed to keep a notebook about that?
Twilight looking at her sex notebook.
Do you keep like a notebook of like everybody that you fucked? And she's like, obviously.
I used to.
Do you not do that? Does everybody not, dude? It's like, you know what? I have to leave. I can't. don't. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I fucked your grandma. I'm thinking that I did. I'm pretty sure that I did. Yeah. She's like, how am I supposed to know like that? And she like shows her a picture of Granny. She's like, oh yeah.
Oh
yes,
yeah. Oh yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, I did. That's right.
Oh wait, that's the reason I gave them their land.
Yeah, that's right. I did. Well, I didn't. It's not really a conflict of interest because you weren't born yet, so. Like I wasn't your. You know, it's like it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's like okay, I'm not the reason you were born. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not your grandfather. No, to answer that question, if that's what you're getting at, no. I'm not doing. And no, I'm not doing another paternity test. Okay, I did one of those with Twilight already. Okay, we already did that one, and it didn't go anywhere. Let's. You want to take a break?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a small break. Let's take a small break.
Why do we always end this episode talking about Celestia fucking?
It's just become a habit now.
It's my favorite topic. It's Celestia's fucking sex life, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, yeah. Let's take a few minutes of a break, and then we'll get into our next segment, which is slightly.
All right, everybody, stand up, stretch, get some water. I'm back. Ain't your fault Celestia was moving like Genghis Khan. Except Sid Luna finds Celestia's journal. Oh. Listen. In lore, Celestia doesn't fuck in the way that produces children, because we know what happens when Alicorn has children. But we now she wears protection.
Protection. She practices safe sex.
Good for her.
You know how it is. Okay, so here we are in the fandom section.
Yes.
Which is traditionally where we talk about what transpired on Equestria Daily and the fandom at large through the lens of Equestria Daily. Excuse me.
I have a few prepared topics, but did you have something prepared first?
I have something first that I wanted to start adding to the show, which is what's happening in ponies now.
Yes.
So I went through Equestria Daily for the last 2 weeks since the last time that we met here on the program. Not a lot, as you might imagine. Not a lot's been happening these days. Let's see. Do you remember? Okay, here's one. Do you remember Ponies the Anthology?
Yes, I do.
They're still making those.
Yes, they are.
Ponies the Anthology 8 released on November 24th, 2025. That's fucked up. I don't like that. So I'm sure that's great. There is a bunch of Chinese My Little Pony candy collaborations.
The Caillou stuff.
Yeah.
So
no. It's like Skittles. One of them is for Skittles. Like, here, check this out.
yeah, let me see.
Take something from this and throw it up there. It's Gen 4, and it's for Skittles in China.
Okay, but again, it's because China fucking loves Gen 4.
Yeah.
Let me get.
It's got some really nice late season renders on it. I like the one with fucking Pinky Dash on it.
Again, these are just normal Skittles, but
they just Skittles with My Little Pony on them.
They got horses on them. Let it be known, I am keeping track of Equestria Daily solely for the card game that's coming out next year.
Oh God!
When the trading card game comes out, I will be talking about it.
Oh, I'm sure. There was another different Chinese thing. This is not okay? So this is Gen 1.
Gen 1?
Yeah, it's Gen 1, and it's just like a merch line, like stickers and little bags and stuff.
Oh, that art's so cute.
Yeah, it's like new Gen 1 art.
For fans of Gen 1, I suppose.
In China. I assume this is new art. I admit that I'm not very familiar with Gen 1 vectors, but these definitely are not original vectors from Generation 1. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, this is brand new art.
This is way definitely gotta be brand new art. So there's
Applejack.
Yeah, there's AJ front and center, and I don't know the rest names of any of the rest of these motherfuckers. Is
Applejack the only Gen 1 horse to make it to Gen 4?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is correct. Because all the other Gen 1ers were rejected for copyright reasons.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's Applejack looking back like the Avatar.
I don't know why Applejack of all of them got through. Like almost completely, basically completely intact. But everybody else derives their names from Generation 3 characters or Twilight Sparkle, who's an original character.
Yep. Don't worry, Martha. We do have plans to one day watch a Gen 1 movie.
Oh, God. Oh, can we watch the one with the sea pony? Wait, there's only one Gen 1 movie, isn't there?
Oh, the one with the schmooze, ain't it?
There's just the movie. Like, there's just My Little Pony the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, sure, we'll watch that someday. It's got my favorite song in My Little Pony in it, which is the Sea Pony jingle. I love that song. I'm not even being funny. I really do like that song a lot. It's very catchy.
It's pretty catchy.
There is this is basically the last thing that's going on recently. There is a international event with Gen 4 in Singapore called Petals of Friendship.
Ooh.
Not exactly sure what it is. It is at a floral... It is at some sort of... Oh, like a flower garden? Looks like it's at some kind of a flower garden. But I guess it'll have a My Little Pony little theme to it.
Just
they've got these nice renders with the ponies all having like art of flowers on them.
Let me see.
Looks nice. Yeah, check this out. This is in Singapore.
Okay, that's pretty cute. Saving that.
Step into a world of color and magic as My Little Pony comes to Gardens by the Bay full of fantasy and exclusive Petals Friendship Showcase beginning December 11th. They are joined by the Royal Sisters. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not really quite.
Copyright
positive.
2029.
I think that's a 5, maybe.
That's a 5. Okay.
I'm not exactly potentially sure what exactly And will sport new looks, including traditional iconography from Chinese culture. They were frolic amidst lush floral landscapes designed to complement their personalities. So it's like flower gardens themed to the main six? That sounds fun.
That's cute.
I guess we'll keep an eye on this. Hopefully there'll be pictures or something. It hasn't happened yet. It's happening next week. But that's basically what's happening in My Little Pony these days.
It's just a testament how popular Gen 4 was. People love that shit.
People still love that shit to this day. Did you want to do your thing?
I have a few things prepared. Let's see. Let me just go through the timeline. Let's see. December 26th, 13th. That's not that one. So, I shared something with you last night.
Oh boy.
This was a poll that occurred in
best pony sub.
Yeah,
right.
So this is for those this is literally for OGs that remember.
Woof.
These were the memes that were going around at the time from late 2011 to early 2012.
I can't believe Trollestia won.
Trollestia won the best meme.
By quite a landslide, frankly. 32,000 dipshits voted on this. Wet Mains at number 2 is really concerning to me. Stop checking off to that stuff.
The socks one.
I love the socks one. Sweaters. That didn't really catch a lot of speed yet, I guess. No. Maybe the sweater one. Scootaloo Chicken. That was a good one. I don't remember what Rarity Quest is.
It's like Brody Quest. Dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah. Blobs. Fuck is that?
They just make the horses into like a blob creature with their mane and tail.
Oh yeah, Brushy. That was a classic.
The Brushy.
Hannerlock. Oh, well, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. Ponies with vehicles.
Because remember, Pinkie Pie released with a car.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Pinkie Pie had a car.
It's tremendous how unfunny most of these are. It's fucking tremendous.
But you remember them.
I remember like half of them. Yeah, I had to be reminded.
These were these most of these were nothing. They were dead within a week.
Yeah, they were, baby.
Yeah, they were. I'm gonna save the big thing we have for last, but let's see the next one. Around December 13th, 2011. We got our first confirmation of Shining Armor in Princess Cadence.
Oh, I must have missed that one.
Yep.
Excellent.
The voice of Shining Armor, Drew Francis, which you probably know him from like fucking voicing Dot Hack and other anime bullshit.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I had a sweet time voicing Shining Armor for the new My Little Pony. I'm gonna ignore his second comment.
Do you, brother? Dude, come on. You know what? It's fine. Shining Armor and Princess Cadence. Apparently the duo will be showing up later in the series. Andrew Francis is the voice actor behind. Dude, I forgot that they just reused the Bravern guy.
Yeah. Sethessa's like, this confirms a third Alicorn?
I mean, because Princess Cadence, like, if she's a princess, like...
And we get our first instance of what Princess Cadence looks like, and they almost got it spot on.
Yeah, what the hell? Where did this come from? That's almost perfect.
This is from...
They even got her... Sorry, go ahead.
This is from... This is a source from DeviantArt. And they got her cutie mark wrong, but everything else almost perfect.
They even got the colors of her wings being darker right.
This is Kamen Rider leaked.
There's literally a picture of Cadence next to it on Equestria Daily. for the comic book.
I don't do. I wonder if like production shit leaked for Cadence.
It fucking must have. That's no other way somebody could possibly get it that right without like, you know, like there's just no fucking way that could have happened otherwise.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
yeah. What's up?
did you know that all the My Little Pony comics are out of print? Pretty much.
Yep, pretty much every single My Little Pony comic is out of print.
It's really horrible. I went when I was at the comic store the other day. I tried to see if I could find Volume 1. It's not there.
You're gonna have to get that shit secondhand.
Yep. It's unfortunate.
You should get the comics. I like them.
I used to collect the comics like when they were coming out, and then like I got rid of all of them, and like I wanted to for the show like not like to necessarily talk about it, but just for the culture to like reread them, and I thought I'd get a physical copy. No.
That's
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, you can probably find them in like some used bookstores.
Yeah, maybe.
But you would have to scour used bookstores.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that shit.
Let's see. You mean you can buy them digitally, or you can just download them digitally?
Motherfucking comic books digitally, dude. Like, if I'm gonna read them digitally, I'm just gonna pirate them.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. My Little Pony the manga.
That one's cute. I like that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. The December 17, December 17, December 19.
On December 12th, 2011, this is for literally nobody but me, but a Vinyl Scratch Octavia fanfic that I really liked called Allegrezza had an update. It's not even like it was done or anything. It just had an update. And I was like, hey, I remember reading that.
I remember this.
That's fucking cool. Okay, here's one. Posted by Serial Velocity on December 15th, 2011. Ponies make it to Google's top 10 toy searches.
Ooh, nice.
Based on the aggregate data from Google, Rainbow Dash herself specifically was number 5 in the like holiday toy like Google searching. So big ups for that one.
I have some terrible We Love Fine merch to show you.
Oh, is it the fucking Fluttershy one?
Yes, you guessed it.
I literally just opened that page also to show you it. Let me see it. Yeah, fucking. Oh god, that Trixie one sucks.
Yeah, baby.
Holy fuck, dude. I wish. Oh man, I wish all this crap was still around.
I kind of miss We Love Fine for their shitty merch.
I fucking miss you, We Love Fine. Your shit. They had like 8,000 shirts and they all sucked ass.
The Fusro Da, your magic is mainstream. Imagine walking out into public with this on your body.
Oh my god. We Love Fine was bought out by Good Smile. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, that sucks.
Oh. I could see Trixie wearing this shit. Oh. We
Love Fine, I miss you.
I do kind of miss them. They were the go-to fandom site.
Even like outside of the dog shit shirts, they did have a lot of decent shirts, and they also had those vinyl material statues. Like they had Messenger Day. But I'm on eBay right now looking, and like a lot of the stuff on the aftermarket is like super expensive.
Yeah, because it's out of print rare shit.
Yeah, because it's out of print shit. Yeah. Like some of it's like decent. It was like, We Love Fine 5-inch Flutterbat statue, $150 fucking dollars.
Oh. I mean, that's always going to be the aftermarket.
We Love Fine Derpy statue, $325.
Ooh.
With Pinkie Pie Portal shirt. I can't believe they got away with all this crap. 20% cooler shirt. Okay, you can still buy 20% cooler shirts at like fucking...
You can go to Hot Topic for that.
At Hot Topic. My Little Pony We Love Fine. Oh my Christ, Jesus. Man, I used to want this thing. It's the derpy messenger bag.
I remember that where it was just her face.
It's got her whole ass on it. What's this one here? It's 720 United States dollars for this thing.
Why is there like a VHS light beside it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's just for scale, maybe.
I guess. Like, let me get that on screen. Because it was like people figured out that Derpy was a male pony, and they're like, "Yeah, we can get a
messenger bag.
We can get a messenger bag."
Yeah.
And
man,
I guess a light VHS light.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's not included with the bag.
That's not included with the bag.
Maybe it should be for $700.
$700?
Yeah, $720 for that lot. Yeah. I think sometimes people just be putting stuff on eBay for absorbently high prices so they can brag to you that they have it. You don't.
Messaging, they're like, "Hey, would you part with this for $50?
Would you do $20?
Would you do $20 plus shipping and handling?"
December 14th, 2011, Pony Archive receives a cease and desist from Hasbro.
I saw that.
Yep. As more information to this extent pops up, we'll continue to report on it. For now, it looks like iTunes is the best place to get actual episodes. They did actually fix color fading. Blah 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 blah.
Remember when you bought fucking
Pony
cartoons
Archive
from iTunes?
From iTunes? Hell no. Note: people from Pony Archive stated they will not be taking the site down. Hey, buddy, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't play with that fire. Brother.
Just move it to a different domain, brother.
There was another story about this that I saw. December 20th, 2011, 6 fucking days later, Pony Archives officially shuts down.
Yep. Because they publicly said they would not take the site down.
Yeah, because a cease and desist is a legal order, guys.
It's a legal order, guys.
Standing your ground is not something you do when Hasbro comes knocking and says, "Knock that shit off."
Listen,
you should know better than
literally, that. I mean, we know the pirating scene. We've learned it by now, but just don't publicly say we're not going to shut it down.
Yeah, don't like dig your hooves in, for lack of a better term, and fucking like, what did you think was going to happen? Like Hasbro was going to expect that? You say yes, sir, sorry, sir. You close the site down, and you open a new one.
You literally,
like, come on, man, fuck. I hope it was worth it for you to have your big defiant fucking middle finger to Hasbro when they fucking took your server and fucking broke it with a hammer.
Hasbro fucking nuked them.
Dickheads.
Alright.
Let's see. What else we got? Oh, here's one that we could have brought up earlier. Lauren Faust on Spike's original backstory.
Yes, I have this.
Lauren Faust said...
On DeviantArt. She loves to talk on there.
In about December, which probably would have been after or right around when Secret of My Access aired, because Spike would have been on the mind. Quote, here's how I worked it out. Spike was actually raised by Celestia while Twilight was her student. Dragons are all mysterious to ponies. They don't really know anything about them. They've never seen a baby one before, so Celestia took on the challenge herself. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. While raising him, she was able to train him to do the whole magic letter thing, and Celestia put the two together, knowing that would come in handy one day. Plus, Twilight hatched him, so it was only fair to let her stay in his life. And then she went on to say, I don't know if a different backstory will ever be revealed, so as always, my ideas shouldn't be considered canon. I am pretty sure this is contradicted later.
It is.
In the show. Frankly, it's kind of already been contradicted.
It's contradicted in the show and in the comics that Twilight raised Spike by herself.
Yeah, Celestia didn't have anything to do with it, really. So that was, as Lauren Faust claims, her original intention, though she never put that to paper, and it was decided that was not the direction of the character forward. So, but always interesting to see things from Lauren Faust's mind that did not make it into the actual show. I don't think that makes any more or less sense than Twilight raising Spike herself. Why would Celestia? If Celestia raised Spike, she did a shitty job of it.
If Celestia raised Spike, I feel like, I don't know. Would he be better off?
No.
Spike.
Celestia couldn't even raise Twilight out of not being extremely socially anxious. There's no way she could have done a better job with Spike.
Celestia, I mean, that's because Twilight's a freak. Celestia did her best to like mother Twilight, and she fucked up.
It's because she has a complex about it.
Yeah. Let's see. December 17th. Which background pony do you want to see have a scene?
Oh yeah, I have this one too.
Let's see.
Let's see if I agree with this. Well, you guys are gonna get your wish, actually.
You're gonna get your fucking wish. Vinyl Scratch at 27%, Octavia 17%, Lyra 99%, Derpy at 38%. Who cares?
Who the fuck cares about Carrot Top and Berry Punch? Let me be serious with you right now. Who the fuck cares?
They literally get a Derpy scene later this season.
Yeah, we get a Derpy scene very soon, actually, in a couple of weeks. So that's funny that they would say that. Scratch and Octavia never actually have dialogue, I believe.
They do in the fan service episode.
Do they actually speak?
Octavia actually speaks. Vinyl doesn't.
Yeah, Vinyl doesn't. I was like, I'm pretty sure Vinyl never speaks, because she even got a whole animated special to herself from Equestria Girls, and she never spoke in it either.
Nope.
I think they knew on some level that whatever they did was either not gonna, was just like, they were not gonna do what the fandom thinks that Scratch should sound like.
Yeah. And
so they just weren't even gonna try it.
I mean, I like the idea that she's mute. It's fine.
Yeah, that also did give a lot of people the implication that she was mute, which was also fun and interesting and had some good fanfics to it, I believe, as well, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I read one time where she was deaf. It was
Ooh.
fun. It was a nice fic.
Yeah.
I don't remember like enough to find it again, but I remember enjoying it at the time, which probably means that it was good. Let's see. What is this? Story updates. Is this relevant at all? Final Scratch Tapes Season 2, Episode 1. That's really only for me.
I found confirmation that Celestia doesn't know what the fuck she's doing and she's guessing.
Awesome.
Let's see. Now it decides not to load. December 19th, 2011. Lauren Faust explains a bit about Celestia's background.
Oh my god.
I'll send that to you. There we go.
I must have missed this one.
Let's see. We have Lauren Faust saying Celestia didn't give the foals the other test. Then someone like theorizes about the school. And then Lauren Faust says, I never wanted to define her abilities, even to myself. I wanted her to be mysterious and hard to understand on purpose. You succeeded on that part.
Good job.
There are things she knows, things she only has a sense for, and things she can't see. She knew to a certain extent what would happen regarding the elements, and did her best to fill in the blanks. She's smart, so she guesses right a lot of the time.
Oh my god, woman.
Celestia literally bet the existence of her country and the sake of the world on Twilight.
Yep, just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it.
Celestia loves to go gambling. Let's go gambling.
She found one of the elements of harmony and was like, well, that'll sort itself out, I guess. I guess she had no way of knowing that the elements were supposed to be transcribed to 6 different people because she shared them between herself and her sister and then just inherited all 6 of them herself.
She didn't even know the other 5 were in Ponyville.
I guess she had no idea that they were still in the forest. I guess.
I guess.
Fucking know. She just assumed that Twilight Sparkle would be enough.
I guess.
And then when Twilight came back with 5 other people, she's like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck?" She's like, yeah, the 6 elements of harmony all correspond to the 6 of us. And she's like, huh.
Huh.
Yeah, well, I guess that kind of makes sense when you think about it.
I mean, Twilight finds out later. Wait, Princess, you were just guessing? You were guessing?
Just full of shit. She's always full of shit, huh? Even like in like season 9.
Yeah,
she's just full of shit. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Lauren Foss made a canon that Celestia has no idea what the fuck she's doing.
And that's the only thing that Lauren Foss made canon that we still have fucking put in this show. Of all the things to not go back on Lauren Faust's intentions on. Awesome. In that same vein, here's a Q&A or like an FAQ that, this is jumping ahead a little bit, on December 27th that was posted from Lauren Faust's animation and Pony frequently asked questions on our DeviantArt page. I'm just going to scan through this, see if there's anything interesting about lore.
Yeah.
A lot of this, like, how do I become an artist like you? How could blah, 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 blah. How old are the ponies? Oh, say, FYI, my ability to answer questions about the show is limited for several reasons. I can't answer questions about things that haven't already aired. As of April of 2011, I no longer work on the show, so I don't know what's coming. I can offer my thoughts or opinions on character backgrounds, world dynamics, etc., but if it's not in the show, it should not be considered canon.
They really fired her at the end of season 1.
They really did, yeah. Question, how old are the ponies? Her answer is the ponies' ages were left intentionally undefined. I like to think of them as having maturity levels anywhere between 12 and 18. And then she puts in parentheses, but remember that maturity is different than age. For storytelling purposes, they needed to live independent of their parents, but innocent enough for the type of lessons they learn at the end of each episode. Since real horses, are full grown around 5, I guess it's sort of justified that by head they could be childlike young adults. I know this answer is frustrating for some, but happens often in cartoons. How old is SpongeBob? She said. I mean, that's basically kind of where we're at, really, in terms of like our acceptance of that. Yep. They're clearly not children.
They're obviously young adults.
They're obviously young adults. Like, ultimately, their actual number, the age, doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Like how long they've been alive doesn't really matter as much. But we're just going to assume, for the sake of not getting a headache, that, like, they age about the same rate as humans, so that we can say that things that happened to Granny Smith were, like, decades ago and not, like, fucking 15 years ago.
She did say their maturity level.
Yeah. But, like, like, some people were, like, well, they're ponies, so they're actually only, like, 6 years old, because horses only live for, like, but, like, that's obnoxious, because that would make Granny Smith, like, 8 years old.
Yeah.
And
which doesn't make sense.
Which doesn't make any fucking sense. So, like, for our intents and purposes, we're saying that they're around, like, 21, 24 at most. Mm-hmm. And they're all stupid.
They're all stupid.
Question, is Equestria a planet or a country?
It's the country.
I imagined it as a country, but beyond that is left intentionally undefined. You stop intentionally undefining stuff, god damn it.
But yeah, a lot of people accept that it is the country. The world is unnamed. They have not named the world.
The country, it has been clear by the showrunners after Lauren left that Equestria is the name of the nation and only encompasses the borders of Equestria itself. So yaks don't live in Equestria.
Yep.
They live in Yakistan, as a matter of fact. Is it Derpy Hoof or Ditsy Doo? It sounds like we've landed on Derpy Hoofs, but you should ask the current showrunners.
It's settled on Derpy.
It's settled on Derpy. Is Octavia Pinkie Pie's sister? No.
No.
It was never planned that they would be sisters. The color similarities were a coincidence. I would say no, that they're not sisters. Question, where are Applejack's parents?
They're dead. They're dead.
To put it bluntly, we just never figured it out. I just liked the feeling of them living with their granny, but keeping the family dynamic tight and small. To be honest, I would like to simply say that they passed away somehow, but it's just too sad for a kid's show.
Well, they address it later, Lauren.
and I don't think it would have been approved. There was a brief discussion of them being traveling sales ponies or explorers, but since we never needed the information in an episode, nothing was ever made official. So it will have to remain a mystery until someone decides to define it. Well, they will in like season 6.
Or they're dead as fuck.
But they don't say it out loud.
They don't say it out loud. They just imply it.
They get it about as clearly as past as they're humanly possible without tricking the senses.
Oh boy.
Question: exactly what is your role in season 2? Answer: on season 1, I was involved with every aspect of the show. I gave direction and/or called notes, or personally handled revisions from story concepts, through scripts, dialogue, etc., etc., etc. On
season 1 was her baby.
Yeah. On season 2, I was a consulting producer. I was involved in story conceptions and scripts only, with the exception of The Return of Harmony, which is the first 2 episodes, which I saw through records and storyboards. I saw roughly the first half of the season through to the final script, and the second half I helped only with concepts and attended story meetings. My part in the show ended in April 2011, and I am no longer involved in the show. We basically do all of that already.
Yeah, we've been over that.
Though I developed the Friendship is Magic characters, I do not own them. Unfortunate. Can I interview about My Little Pony? Maybe. Interview inquiries need to be made to Hasbro. If they okay it, I probably will too. I'm not involved with distribution. What do you think? Why the fuck would you ask this? What do you think of Rule 34 applied to ponies?
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing, she says.
Yeah, why would you ask that in an interview?
She also says that she does not read fan fictions. Professionally, we are discouraged from it, as any unintended similarities to actual episodes can lead to legal problems. Which is true.
Yeah. Why are they asking her this?
Why are they asking
some of these questions suck.
Did you create Powerpuff Girls? No.
Did you create
Foster? No.
No, my husband did.
No, Craig McCracken did, dickhead. Come on, man. What are these questions? This is like basic research. You should probably know who Craig McCracken is, and who, like, you should probably know what Lauren Faust did before she
was a writer and storyboard artist. She co-developed Foster's.
What the heck did you do then? I was a writer and storyboard artist on Powerpuff Girls. I co-developed and supervised production, story supervising writer, and storyboard artist on Foster's. I also co-directed voice recording and directed animation on a handful of episodes, as well as some character designs there as well.
Oh.
Don't ask people stupid questions like this, guys.
When you do an interview with a professional, don't do this shit.
When you do an interview with a professional, you should probably know what they do and what they've done, and you should know a lot of things about. You should know questions that have objective answers, like, what did you do? Did you make this thing? You should know the answer to that before you interview them, because otherwise it makes you look like an idiot. Other than that, there were some decent questions in there. A lot of it is basically just like, well, this is what I intended, and I can't answer that question because I'm not at Hasbro anymore. But Lauren Faust will actually answer questions. So.
At least it gives us insight into the show proper.
Yeah, or insight into some things. December 25th, 2011, Dr. Hooves posted their Christmas special, so did Vinyl Scratch Tapes. That's really just for me. Let's see what else we've got here.
What's up?
This is before December 17th, 2011. The 100,000th post on Pony Buru.
Jesus, what was it?
Is a picture of Scootaloo hugging Rainbow Dash.
Aw.
Isn't that cute?
Similar. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We might be on the same thing here. I should actually find it because I just have all this shit open.
Similar note, a little later, January 11, 2012, Equestria Daily gets 100 million visits.
That's what I was looking for. 100 million visits on Equestria Daily.
Fucking imagine what that number is today.
Fucking believable. I know, right? On December 25th, 2011, posted Operation Sharing Kindness, which was a movement. I believe it was a donation incentive for just, helping those in need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the results of this, but nice to see bronies being weaponized for good.
When they can.
In a similar vein, when they can, yeah. In a similar vein, on December 27th, 2011, Humble Brony Bundle, which is an ongoing thing with a Humble Bundle donation drive, became the top contributor, beating Notch for a total of $14,000 in donations just from Humble Brony Bundle.
Hell yeah.
Which makes the Bronies the top group contribution to this thing. In total, the Humble Bundle drive raised $2.3 million, which is extremely excellent. Again, nice to see bronies doing some good. Not that we have that bad of a reputation at this point. But we will get there.
Oh, yeah.
One big thing left in December 25th, 2011. You know what it is.
Yep.
We talked about it quite a few times, as a matter of fact, already. On December 25th, 2011, legendary fanfiction Fallout Equestria posted its final chapter.
And got its huge Fallout Equestria dedication post on Equestria Daily.
Just a massive fucking... It takes so long to scroll through this shit.
Again, spoilers for Fallout Equestria if you haven't read it yet. There is just so much in this post.
So much art and TF2 stuff. Gmod skins and there are spoilers in here. But maybe not even context-sensitive spoilers if you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. This is still, again, all before this would even be on FimFiction.
This is before its major step of popularity. It was just popular here already.
Hey, there's the sex chapter.
Yeah, there's the sex chapter.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh.
I like how the sex, just because of the fact that it's Equestria Daily is tagged Grimdark. And nothing Grimdark happens in it, dude. It's just sex. But the context is,
Mm-hmm.
Fallout Equestria is one of the few fanfics on Equestria Daily that have received the legendary tag. Because it is legendary.
It is just...
I don't really know what...
What?
I don't know what constitutes that, but it's right there in big, bold rainbow letters.
Just astoundingly popular in the fandom.
Legendary. In a similar vein, where is it? Let's see. Oh, there's 100 million hits. I don't need that. Pink Eyes. Fallout Equestria Pink Eyes was completed on January 9th, 2012. Just a few short weeks after the main story was completed, this side story, which is widely popular. Fandom was also completed. Just thought that was worth mentioning as well.
I have...
Let's see what else.
I have two more things to share with you.
Okay.
This is just a really funny plushie. This is a custom plushie from their collection of custom brony things.
Whoa. That's awesome, dude. I wish I had this.
I love it.
Oh boy, the snout is excellent.
It's wonderful. And then I have a Twilight Sparkle custom pinata.
Oh no. Don't pinata her ass.
This thing is great. It's kind of scary.
Ugh.
I'll post a second image as a child for scale. Here's a child for scale.
Child for scale. Oh god, it's way too big.
Imagine you're just sleeping in your bed and you see this in the dark.
Oh boy.
Floating
Just hanging
towards
there.
you.
Let's see what else we've got. January 6, 2012, episode 5 of Friendship is Witchcraft was released. On January 7th, 2012, Lauren Faust was confirmed to be a guest at BronyCon
Oh, nice.
in 2012. Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. Pony census results. There was a pony census done at the Hearth census site, which displays that Twilight Sparkle is everybody's favorite character.
Yeah.
The census chart reveals that in order from most popular to least popular, is Twilight, then Fluttershy, then Pinkie, then Rainbow Dash, then Rarity, then Other. I don't know why that's there. And then Luna, and then Applejack.
Crazy, insane.
Fuck you guys, man.
We are like a year out into the fandom by this point.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess they moved on from Rainbow Dash to Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight has overtaken Rainbow Dash in popularity in season 2, and apparently so is Pinkie and Fluttershy.
Yeah.
And Applejack's still in the fucking dirt.
She doesn't deserve it.
These people don't fucking understand. December 31st, 2011, the second video portion of My Little Pony Turnabout Storm was released, which is the Phoenix Wright crossover series. That's interesting. January 1st, 2012, the DeviantArt Pony Creator is in the top 10 most favorited pieces in 2011. The original version of the Pony Creator on DeviantArt.
Nice.
Top 10.
People like
Excellent stuff.
I remember using it.
Let's see what else we got here. January 3rd, 2012, Target is stocking new pony toys. Let me take a look at these and see if I recognize any of these. I probably do. Oh, it's the one with Spike looking like a fucking dog!
That would predate Equestria Girls.
Yeah, it's Twilight. I mean, Sustia's still pink.
It's
the Royal Castle front. Right. This is when they had everybody with the stupid butterfly wings.
Oh yeah, huh?
The Pinkie Pie train set. Dude, the Pinkie Pie train set.
Let me see that shit.
It's the second picture.
Oh, hell yeah, her train. Hashtag her train. God, $12.89. Remember buying toys for $12.89?
Yeah, is that $12.89 for the train? Like, surely it's that can't be right. What does that say down there? Can I read that? I can't.
I can't read that.
There's no way that the Friendship Express with a motorized train costs $12.89.
It could be the 1991 on the right.
Yeah. I see that that Rarity is like $4.99. That's fucking unbelievable.
We used to be a country.
Look at the render on the first pick. Oh, hold on. Let me look at it again. The render on the
first pick.
Whose render specific? The one with Dog Spike? It's just like the normal season 1 Twilight render. There's nothing that weird about it.
Let's see. Oh, who's the one in the middle? I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Oh, that's some fucking hoe, dude. That's just some random hoe, like...
That's some creature that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's just some, like, not even background pony. Yeah, that's not Fluttershy. That's, like, a recolor of Fluttershy. Yeah, that's just, like, some... Remember how we talked about how, like, this show has... Like, the toy line would have, like, ponies that didn't exist in the show at all. Like, they wouldn't even be background ponies. They'd just be, like, toy line exclusives.
The toy line didn't really catch up with the show proper until, like, what, late season 2, season 3?
Yeah, like the season 3 era, mostly. They also had a 4-pack with the Cutie Crusaders and Miss Shirley. And Apple Bloom looks really, really yellow in this one for some reason.
I mean, she is a yellow horse.
Yeah, but she looks like fucking Fluttershy in this.
Let's see, save that. Get that on the screen. This toy is fine. It's a little weird.
It's fine. Like, it's not like nothing about it, really. Just her color's just a little off, maybe. Maybe it's just the lighting.
Giant Fluttershy, bigger than average toy.
Oh yeah, the big ones, yeah. And I have one final thing that I've been saving this whole time to the end, which is the funniest fucking image you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
Let's see. Opening up the link you just gave me. Pony is perfect for travel. Is this someone's Twitter?
It's Anthony Bourdain's Twitter.
This is Anthony Bourdain's Twitter.
Which contains within it the single funniest sentence anybody has ever fucking said in their entire lives.
No, one more.
Fascinated by Applejack's struggles with sexual identity. Period. Unfucking believable.
One more episode of My Little Pony, Papa Valium, fly to Finland.
Rip big dog. Rip to a fucking real one, dude.
Rip. Fascinated with Applejack struggles with sexual identity. Oh.
I would give anything to know what the fuck episode he was watching.
I need to know what episode he was watching.
What the fuck episode was he watching that made him say that?
It had to have been Fall Weather Friends, right?
It maybe, surely.
That's the only episode I can think and see is the one that focuses on her besides the first one.
Fascinated by Applejack's struggles with sexual identity. That tweet is still up, by the way.
Yeah. Good episode, I would say.
Yeah. Well, I see he seems to have agreed with you.
Let's see. Our next batch of episodes, which will be okay, the other worst episode of season 2, Baby Cakes. The last roundup and the super speedy cider squeezy 6000.
Okay, but at least we front load the bad one this time.
We have the worst episode and then the 2 great Applejack episodes.
2 excellent. We finally get Applejack's motherfucking iconic line. In super speedy cider squeezy 6000. What? We had 2 Applejack episodes in a row, huh? That's weird.
I'm good with that. I'm actually good with that.
I don't remember last roundup very well. Not that it's a bad episode, I just don't remember it very well. It's been a while.
That's a great episode too, trust me.
I seem to recall that. After that, we have Read It and Weep, Hearts and Who's Day, and Friend Indeed. Hearts and Who's Day kind of sucks.
Yeah, we have.
It's got a funny song in it though. So
after we get past Baby Cakes and Hearts and Hooves Day, the rest of the season is nothing but hit after hit.
It's kind of just straight bangers, honestly, for the most part. Like, I think, like, with the back half of the season, maybe the worst episode of the show is, like, Hearts and Who's Day or, like, Dragon Quest, maybe?
Probably. But after that,
But then it's, like, Putting Your Hoof Down, It's About Time, Hurricane Fluttershy, Mystery on the Friendship Express.
Just banger after
fucking bangers.
And then the finale, which I love the finale.
Fucking hard bangers. Yeah, which is hard bangers. But we will not be returning to the show until next year.
Correct. Would you like to announce what we're doing next Sunday?
By which I mean next month.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, before I clock out of Twitch for the rest of the year, we will be co-opting my annual tradition to watch what's the fucking Horsin, what's the Hearthswarming Eve episode called? What's that special even called? I don't even fucking remember anymore.
The best gift ever, I think.
Oh yeah, the best gift ever. We were watching My Little Pony Friendships Match, the best gift ever, and we'll more importantly be watching My Little Pony, A Very Minty Christmas. That is what it's called, right?
Yes,
Very minty
a
Christmas.
Very Minty Christmas.
Typically, we watch this in my chat. This year, well, we'll still be watching it on my channel instead of this channel. We will be, Cypress and I will be watching it together live for your amusement instead of the normal way that we do things, which is to watch them privately and then talk about them. We're not going to perform analysis on these episodes.
We're just gonna riff. We're just gonna riff.
Yeah, we will have to actually write analytical content for Best Gift Ever when we actually get to it in the show, like 2 years from now.
Best Gift Ever is a post-season 8 thing.
Yes, because a lot of things are very different.
Because there's characters in there that will not show up until season 8.
There's characters in there that are way out of the lock on where we are now.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have to watch it every year anyway. So like, I have to watch it every year anyway. So we might as well just do it as part of the program. So that'll be our special thing. That'll be next Sunday at the same time, as always.
Please tune in.
But it'll be on my channel instead.
Yes, it will be at Virtual Hero V Ranger.
Twitter.youtube.cia.com.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv.com.
Oh.
JustinTV.com.
JustinTV.com. Got any closing statements?
No, actually, I don't. I couldn't think of anything funny to say this time.
All right. That was great. We'll see y'all later.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.